Eons ago, during the age of the Magi, the world was something other. Magic is all that there was and all that was needed. Legend states that a cataclysmic event brought a great frozen age to the world of Lacrin, and soon after, a new era dawned. Though they say the ancient magics of the Magi still lie buried and lost, scattered around the world, lying in wait for those with the courage to wield it to discover. Welcome to the world of Lacrin and the continent of Thelmecia. Noble knights, roaming orcs, mischievous goblins, and idyllic wondrous lands, just waiting to be explored. Now, a new peril aspires to plunge Thelmecia into despair once more, but not before a few unheard-of heroes take their chance at triumph. Welcome to Tablestory, Darkfire.
They dared me to do it. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's your boy coming at you fresh.
We didn't dare you. You wanted to do it. You wanted that.
They triple dared me to do it. You don't understand. What's up? What's up? What's happening, people? It's your boy. It's your boy John Sandman.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say skinny penis.
It's your boy Skinny John. How you doing,
Bring that
Skinny
back,
John?
Brad.
How you
What's
doing,
up?
Skinny John?
Well, thank you, man. That really means a lot. Been working real hard to lose that triple C thick.
Yeah, I sort of meant that, you know, you're sort of lacking that muscle.
Oh,
Looking pretty
good to
weak.
see you, man. Really glad to be here.
Wow,
Looking-
Jesus, you just got ringed.
Looking pretty weak.
I got rinned hard.
Looking pretty weak. I've seen John in real life. He's fucking ripped to shit. It's crazy.
That was 2 years ago, bud.
It doesn't translate as well over camera, but trust me, he looks like fucking Brock Lesnar in real life. It's crazy. Some crazy
God,
shit.
I wish that was true.
He's lifting his child for curls.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
thinking
that's
that.
what
Like,
it is.
I didn't-
Constant. Constant.
Is the baby heavy?
Yeah, almost 20 pounds.
My
So
my sister's baby, she's like, oh,
Yeah.
Brad, can you carry this? When we were walking just down the street.
carry this. I'm sure that's exactly what she said.
I don't know what the fuck its name is. She says, carry this horrible little homunculus. And I said, okay. So I took it. I'm holding it. She's been carrying it, just for the record. I didn't really set this up. She's been carrying
Mom's
this
as
shit
strong as fuck,
around
dude.
town all day. She gives it to me. I had it, like, I was 15 seconds in. I was like, nah, I just put it down. I put it down on the street.
it's actually.
I'm like, this thing
It
needs to
doesn't
learn how
matter
to
if they're like
fucking
20
walk.
pounds. They're just big and like they move. It's like having a weight that moves,
impossible.
like a flubber weight.
Yeah, it's not like
just
carrying just a box.
No,
It's a thing
yeah.
that's just annoying and impossible. And it, like, yeah, it was like 2 seconds.
Where'd you
before.
put it down? On the ground or like in
Yeah,
a
just put it
stroller?
in the street. Yeah.
Just like you don't even know its name.
We haven't seen it since.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. What a crazy day.
Oh my God.
No, I have no idea what it's called. What's happening, everyone? How's your week been?
Not lying, like he's
A lot,
being.
a lot of you probably wondering where Tiger Writer is. He had to go to his plastic surgery consultant today. He is
Yep.
having. That is what he told me to tell.
He's
Yeah,
getting C cups.
that is what he told me to tell, by the way, because the actual reason is a secret. I forgot to mention that to the three of you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I almost spoiled it.
I know. I was like, oh, hang on. He told me to tell you that he's getting his plastic surgery done today. That's where he is.
Becoming a real boy.
He's becoming a real boy. There's a small chance that he'll show up at the end, but I doubt it. I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you for that outcome. So we're missing a Tiger Writer. Thankfully, we have chat, and collectively, we are 19. That's the meme in chat and in the Discord.
Yeah, so chat gets to control him today, right? We're on Twitch Plays.
Twitch plays
D&D.
19.
Yeah, Twitch Plays.
Holy shit.
Dude, that would
Be
be.
very careful.
They
would
would. They would
be-
actually care though. Like I
I
would.
think
I wonder if you could get away. I wonder if there was a way to program that. We got to make Kujio just do that for us.
That would be
probably already
so sick.
An entire D&D campaign that is a Twitch plays.
Well, you just do it like A, B, C, D, so they get to choose, and whatever percentage wins, they get those choices. It's like a Goosebumps book.
Yeah,
Designed by
choose your own
humans.
adventure.
D&D.
So give Kujio 5 minutes. He's already
Kujio will probably have it done. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. They just they install, so like Kujio and Carl Claxon, shout out to the boys. They just make bots and stuff. They just show up all the time, either in Tablestory or in my channel. They'll just go, "Oh, you have this new bot that is going to make your life so much better. Here it is." And I'm like, "Okay."
What is?
Thanks.
Awesome.
Just a gift. I'm like, what the hell? I'm giving you money for this, peasants.
Yeah, if you guys are curious about
the best.
spells, you can just straight up like do
Check it out.
exclamation point
It's Sam the
spell,
Raven.
and I think the name of the spell, and it works.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Try spell firebolt. Go on. See what happens. There you go. Magic missile. Bam. Look at that. You just get the
Whoa.
spells. This is what I mean. They just made a bot and was like, here's
Why
all
is
the
Skinny
spells.
Penis not on there?
Exclaim skinny penis, please.
I did. Well, I did spell skinny penis.
Skinny penis.
I thought that popped up. Literally, he did the firebolt right when I did that. I was like, yes!
Without the application of the lotion that shall not be named, your penis
do it.
shall become ever more skinny. Welcome to episode 4. Is this 1 month already?
Damn. We pulled
Really?
off a month.
This is the whole month, August. August
This
is
is where we
complete.
go steady.
This is it. This is truly, and I really feel like you haven't
I don't know
begun the
if I'm ready
campaign
for
yet.
that. I still need a little time to think about that.
Oh, gee.
Why, you're not ready?
I mean,
Okay.
That awkward moment when you're not on the same page.
At all.
As the rest of your,
I was down.
as the rest of your party. I'm the DM. I don't count in this. I'm the world that facilitates this twisted relationship. It's just throwing me for 6 now. What are we doing? Playing D&D. So let's just jump right into it, as Keemstar says. Last time.
Wait, I'm sorry.
What?
I just realized that the 2 of us that are here only have 1 hit point left, and the person that is like
Yes.
full
The
is
person who
not
has
here.
full HP is not
Yes.
here. I know. I had that thought an hour ago. That's why I was upset. And I was
Yes.
like, maybe I should just say I'm sick. Like, I literally had the thought of like, should I just tell Brad I'm sick and we just do
I
it next
gave
week?
you a whole episode to rest, and you didn't. Okay? You got a DM on your side,
It
man.
was too hot in there.
Look at him. He knows more than me about D&D. What's he doing just sat there with his mouth closed all episode? Listen.
It was too hot.
You could have had a short rest. It's 12 minutes you need to have
I
a short
was
rest.
being bugged about keys.
It's true.
The keys were very
That's
important.
true.
And we
I had a
have them now.
lot of
Important.
complaints this week about how difficult it was for you guys to pick up 4 keys. How
It was
long that
amazing.
took.
In love. We're figuring out our characters, okay?
Just
It was
wanted to
a
state
character
for that.
exercise.
From now on, all complaints please send to Tiger Writer. What is he? Twitch.tv/Tiger Writer. I don't know what he is on Twitter.
Yes.
Who cares?
Yes,
He's not
as
here.
you say.
He doesn't. We don't speak his name today. Okay.
Okay.
Last time on Tablestory's Darkfire, you guys were dragged through a portal, or I probably should call it a gate for those of you who are like, well, technically, Brad, that spell doesn't exist. There you go. Another complaint. Crushed by the easygoing DM. That opened up. Rin Honorstone, Honorable Rin, dragged 2 of her unconscious comrades through the portal gate to the just don't worry about it. We got a private messages going up. Pumpkinberry's absolutely trashing you guys in the chat. She's like, this guy Brotato in the chat.
PB,
Damn.
like PB
Okay, sure.
Damn.
I was thinking the same thing.
seems really nice. Savage AF.
That was savage.
Savage.
That was pretty savage. So Rin, who is a lot more honorable than Pumpkinberry, dragged the unconscious bodies of Iridir and drifted through the gate, the portal that opened, and her unseen servant brought the dead body, the corpse of 19 through. in general, they encountered a creature, a thing, known as Hasmul, the guardian of the Gate of Fire and Flame. Burning fire, burning. That's the wrong Dragon Force song. They found that they sort of, well, he justified saving them as a life debt by then asking them nicely, kindly, to follow something known as a pursuit, which is like a magical quest that binds them to him, rewarded with great riches and power and as close to a wish as he could manage. But failure would lead in you guys being sent to another plane of existence at random. I have a table for when and if you fail. And it is basically, I'll tell you what that is. That's as close as death. That's as close to like a DM bullshit death as I will give you. It's like being forcibly retired as a character is what that is. It's not like a fun thing where you go on an adventure to the shadow plane. No, you just get fucking sent to the upside down and never come back. They found themselves manacled. Basically, they had a bracer to indicate that they were working on this pursuit, this quest for Hasmul. It has 3 gems in it. They had 2 extra little sort of missions to do that would improve them, make them stronger. And this main quest. The main quest was to stop whatever was trying to break through this gate. The actual structure that you're in is known as the Gate of Fire and Flame. It's a big fucking like temple looking place. And it is a gateway to other planes. For example, the Shadowfell at random. There you go. Also, probably the world of Fractured Worlds. You know, that's how far I'm willing to go with where this gate can take you. It can send you into another campaign. You'll just end up in the Nameless Ones on a Monday. That's how we're tying in my next character. If anyone watches the Nameless Ones, spoilers. The fiery thing, because you don't know what he is, really. Disappeared and then said to he said to you as he disappeared into the flames after you'd got the keys, Hasmul's curse or Hasmul's blessing, what will it be for you, my children? You guys found 4 keys, you found a bunch of boxes, and then you heard some footsteps coming down the hallway towards you, and that's pretty much where we pick up today.
So bad. This is so bad.
That is where we pick up today as you guys find yourselves once again
Screwed.
in the
Screwed.
in the
You're in trouble.
in the temple.
No tiger.
In the temple in the Gate of Fire and Flame. Let me bring you
Brad,
over.
have you prepared a tiger voice for us today?
Yeah.
Great.
It's not hard to do. There it is, done. I'm not going to say anything. So, you guys are once again here in this very uncomfortably hot upper levels of the Gate of Fire. There are these pools of liquid fire that you guys colloquially named flava around you that sort of bubble and flow in various areas. There are these walls around you. The walls themselves are obsidian black. The stone-like flooring is mostly red in color. There are tiny inscriptions and runes and glyphs that cover the entire thing. And you guys did actually manage to determine that this language is known as archaic, which is a language that has existed since before like scribes started explaining to the world how long it's been around. There was many ages that came before, and archaic belongs, oh Christ, you're all in the wrong place, is great.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it in a minute. Shut up.
Okay,
See?
I'm sorry.
Here we go. It's all right. Around you is these strange walls, and down the hallway is this sound, these creatures that you could hear speaking in odd hisses and clicks. It's kind of like a kind of noise. A bunch of them speaking. The hisses and clicks seem to move away from the exit of the room at the hallway end. The voice of Hasmol has fallen silent behind you, but you are in possession of these 4 silver keys. They also have the strange little runic, strange archaic writing all over them, just for the record. What would you guys like to do while I fix your cameras?
Cry. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to cry,
You
but
can cry.
we're in trouble. We gotta hide. We gotta hide.
That sounds like a good idea. Look, all of us get up against the wall. I have an idea. We're going to have to pack in a little tight, so might be a little uncomfortable, and it's a bit warm, but I can hide us. Does that sound
Okay.
like a
Let's
good idea?
go.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
All right. Against that wall over there. And I motion, I guess, towards a wall that looks like we can kind of bunch up close nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty open plan place, but you could, if you're just trying to sort of like push up against a wall.
Maybe like right here. Or
I don't know what you're indicating towards.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, over here.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah.
doing. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you
Okay.
meant you were gonna like.
But wait, I'm sorry.
Stuff up.
Right by the flava? It's not gonna like illuminate.
Well, do you have any other ideas? I mean,
Well,
do you,
maybe like a darker corner.
all right, fine. Over here.
Next to more flava.
there's no lava here.
Lava everywhere. Where do you want to go?
All right, I guess this will do.
Place.
Just shut up and hide us.
I'm trying, but you keep telling me it's wrong.
Guys, just do what you're gonna do.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kind of grab them like as close as possible.
Don't touch me.
It has to be close, otherwise
I can get close without you touching me.
It's okay, guys. Just let him do what he needs to do.
Right. I'm gonna cast minor illusion, so that it looks it's a 5-foot cube. I want to sort of camouflage us like the wall.
You're all
We're gonna
close
pack
together.
in super tight.
Right.
So wait, but it's wait. It's 5 feet. But what about 19?
That is a good point.
19 is like looming over you. His like amber eyes look a little distant, like he's deep in thought for
I'm sorry,
3 hours.
I thought it was the wall for a second. He's only been with us for a short time.
19. Can you just pretend to be a statue? Do you remember what we talked about? Statue, just a decorative piece.
Yeah, just look like you don't care about anything and just
Like strike a
stand
battle
there.
pose and stay there frozen.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
legs like this. Yes.
let's give him a performance check.
Come on, 19.
That's a crit.
What? Best PM statue this side of.
Which
Perfect.
also potentially means I get to do his bullshit thing that he has about proficiencies. When you're on a natural 20, you have recalled one of your pre-kindled talents and gain that proficiency.
Holy
He's gonna
shit.
miss out on so much. Let me roll to decide whether I'll give this to him or whether I should just wait for him to come back and play his own damn character. No, he doesn't have proficiency in it yet. Maybe he gets it later on.
Savage.
Well, he might not want it. I don't know. He didn't roll that dice. I don't know. I don't like playing other people's characters, and usually I don't do it, but I didn't know how to not do it in this situation. 19 stands. He gets his greatsword and like plunges it in front of him in the ground and does this kind of like pose and just goes completely still.
Yes, dude.
He looks
Okay.
like a damn statue at this point.
Shh.
Are we
Yeah,
close
otherwise-
enough, Hero?
It's only about a 5-foot cube. Move your leg. Ow! Oh, I'm not there. Ow!
I'm just
I'm
gonna.
small. This shouldn't
I'm
even
picking
hurt you.
drift up. I'm picking drift up.
What
Okay.
the heck?
I'm just
need
gonna
to be
pick you
picked
up. Just
Why?
hang on, because we need
This
to
is
get so
embarrassing.
close. Just.
Okay, shh.
So yes, I cast minor illusion to make us like look like a part of the wall
Okay.
jutting out.
Nice. Okay. How long do you stand there?
Oh, jeez.
I assume we're trying to keep an eye out for any of these voices coming into the caverns, or
Okay.
the spell lasts a minute.
Yeah, give me a perception check, everyone.
Oh God.
19.
Hey!
No
we
way.
are nice.
Someone's making a drinking game and they're gonna get wasted.
Hey, another 19.
From drift.
If you,
PG drift.
Sorry, guys.
if you don't,
better next time.
I'll remind you in a bit. So, yeah, you guys Drift, you probably just.
The way she's carrying me, it's like into her like hair. Like I can't see anything.
You just can't see. You can't hear. Although if your passive perception is above 10, then that works as well. Because I've already told you that the sounds of the creatures have moved away from the exit and further down the hall. They're not in this room. You guys can see this room relatively clearly because it's really long, but it's lit up all the way down because of the fire in the floor and stuff. They haven't walked in.
So we can get to those chests.
Whatever was here was at the end of the hallway and then kind of did an about face and then headed away again.
So we can get to the chests?
Yeah, you guys probably stand there for like a minute, just petrified, waiting for whatever the fuck's gonna come into this hallway to get you, and it never does. It's as far as you can tell, specifically Iridir and Rin, they seem to have just completely moved away. Like you can tell that they've done an about face and headed off, whatever these things are.
Do we want to stay close together and shimmy towards the chest?
I can keep recasting the spell if necessary, but I must say, Drift, if you could be so kind as to remove your foot from my groin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I pick up my foot off his groin.
Thank you.
Okay? Yeah, no problem.
All right. Now, can you shuffle 19 without making much noise?
Why don't we leave 19 here as the statue?
Yes.
And we'll
Good idea.
shuffle.
Good idea.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, buddy.
All three.
You stay here. You're gonna be okay. Okay. That's a yes. All right. Come on. 3, 2, 1.
Wait. Which way are we going? Left or right?
Down. Straight down. We're going to the bear.
Down.
The chest. I'll take 19's key. 19, give me your key.
Let's go to the pillar. I'll make us look like the pillar.
Give me a persuasion check for taking 19's key from him.
I'm just trying to help him out.
It's a very difficult character for me to roleplay because he doesn't even know the character is himself, because that's the point of the character. But one thing I do know is that for some reason that we don't understand, 19 is greedy because he tried to haggle with Stout Boots in episode 1 after he didn't even know what a cart was. He did know that he wanted to haggle for more money out of Stout Boots as a reward.
Because he's learning, right? And I haggled.
Yeah.
So he was trying
haggled.
to replicate what I was doing.
He's extremely greedy.
I'm being honest. I just want his key to like help.
Dope. 23 on persuasion makes you very persuasive and does beat his roll of 17. And he says, and then he hands you the key.
Yeah,
I'll open it for you.
Okay.
Right.
Let's go. Very quietly.
Let's go from pillar to pillar.
Okay. You count us down.
Okay. All right, everyone give me a stealth check as well.
19 again.
Jesus, hero! Oh my God!
20 from Rin.
I feel like we need a 19 dice in the emotes here.
We do.
You know, we have a 1, a 6, and a 20, and I feel like we just need a 19.
19.
People are just gonna have to turn the cat window upside down and do a 1 and a 6.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so you guys very quietly move from pillar to pillar. 19 stays still. You guys asked him to stay there, right?
Yeah.
He remains statue-like. It's freakish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like waving them on, and I'm gonna go from like pillar to pillar. I don't know if you want a stealth roll for each of these, but
no. I'll take these stealth rolls because there's nothing coming to get you. So,
We're convinced, man. We're convinced. Yeah,
I know, and I love it.
We're so low on HP. There's nothing we're gonna do to possibly die.
The first thing I said is that the creatures moved away, so
like
it's
we're
not
all
even there
actually
at this point.
Secretly happy to be leaning on each other because it's like, oh God, I don't feel well. This is great.
Yeah, you
pressure on my wound.
You guys are battered. Like 19 looks good, but you guys look just battered. You're bleeding.
Shiny.
You're covered in soot. You've got dried blood, new fresh wounds.
19 looks like a fresh C-3PO, but bigger from the fucking oil bath.
Super clean,
shiny.
And yeah, you guys kind of Scooby-Doo from pillar to pillar, and make your way further south in this sort of chamber room.
No one's following me for some reason.
Oh, sorry.
And it's okay. We can theory of the mind that you guys are following. Unless we enter a combat situation, I don't care where you are on the map as long as you tell me that you're on the move and stuff. For the record.
Where are you? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, just head back down to that room.
As soon as we get like across the threshold of the door, I'm like,
That was exhilarating.
very warm.
Yes, it's
And-
definitely hot.
You guys creep back into that room that has these 3 odd chests. You, at first glance, they just look kind of like typical chests, but when you get a little closer and you guys investigate them, you saw that they were somewhat part of the ground. They actually looked as if they were pulled up out of the stone themselves, and then these are almost intricate masonry work made chests that do look like they would open from the top. However, they're disguised almost to look like a chest. The front of each one has a single silver lock keyhole. There you go. In the front. I don't know why I DM because I can't speak the English language. The the 3 of you,
I speak
assume?
American.
The 3 of you walk in. I think. Are you in there, Rin? Did you get lost? Do I need to find
I
you?
got lost. Yes,
I'll
I
find
don't
you.
know
I'll
where
put
they
you in there.
went.
It's okay. I just assume that you're all
Next to
together. You're
19.
down there.
Just keep walking around until you find us.
Yeah,
I
you all sneak inside. This room is a lot darker than the others. Remember, it's up a few steps and inside of a separate chamber. It's not lit by any flava, and it is a little bit cooler than the rooms on the outside, but not by a huge amount.
Who's gonna go first?
Oh, first was what? Opening the chests.
Yeah.
Oh, be my guest.
No, I not first.
I
I'll
don't
do
know
it.
what you're doing.
I'll do it.
Oh,
Why are
Oh,
you
okay.
touching your nose? Do you have an
I don't know.
itch?
It's a game I always played when I grew up.
What?
Touching
You
your
just touch your
nose is a
nose.
game?
Yeah, whoever doesn't touch their nose last has to do whatever it is that you don't want to do.
No.
Seems very silly.
I would never play that game.
It's like, oh, you're gonna open that chest. I don't want to do it first, and I would touch my nose, and then everyone else would do it. Whoever's the last one has to open the chest.
So you're opening the chest then? That's what I'm hearing. You touched your nose.
No, I don't want to open my. Huh?
I'm just gonna open one of the chests.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
I'm
behind
definitely just trying to screw with.
chest number?
I'm so sold on this.
Okay, which chests do you approach?
Oh God, is there one closest to us? And do they look?
there's
They
one-
look the same, right?
They all look absolutely identical. Like you guys gave it a pretty good inspection, and they look like they were copy pasted, kind of,
Okay.
as
all right.
opposed to.
There's no drool or teeth around or
There's
anything.
absolutely nothing, and you guys
Okay.
are also aware that everything in this place looks brand new, completely untarnished. There is not a single scratch in the walls or in the floor or on these chests.
Oh wait, can I summon? Can I use my unseen servant to open this chest?
I presume so. What is Unseen 7? Is that a spell
You
or
have a
is that a
spell slot.
cantrip?
It's a level 1 spell.
You have the
you
spell
have a
slot to do
spell
it?
And they can do simple things
Mhm.
like lighting fires or fetching things. So I'm gonna. We could try.
If you've
You have a
still
spell
got
slot?
a spell slot to do
Yes.
it, yeah.
Wait, isn't it a cantrip?
Yeah. Don't I not have?
Servant is not a cantrip. It's a level 1 spell.
Oh.
Unless it's a special race or class thing. I don't know.
I don't even know how you have Unseen 7. You're a monk, but I just took it for. just
There's-
accept-
Yes, it is a cantrip. It is a cantrip.
It's a cantrip?
Yeah.
What?
All right.
Okay. Thought it was a level 1
It's-
spell. All right.
Well, I think that it is normally, but it's part of the subclass that I chose.
Wait, hang on, let's see. Let me look. Let me look.
The
let me
episode
look.
she finds out she doesn't have
Doesn't have it.
unseen stare.
I
put the notes there for you.
Yeah, Unseen Servant's normally a first level spell.
No,
So
yeah. I think I know. I think you do have this. Let me check.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can cast it as a ritual. That's the
Yeah.
That's the reason she doesn't need spell slots. Yeah. Okay.
So the bot in chat is cantrip. No, it's not a cantrip.
It's for the record, it is not a cantrip. It is a level
Okay.
1 spell. If you cast a spell as a ritual, it means you can sit for 10 minutes instead of casting it immediately, and cast it without expending any spell slots. So that is presumably what you do. Like
that makes sense. 1 hour duration, 1 hour cantrip. No cast
And-
time, 1 action.
Yeah.
And the thing that I'm playing allows me to pick one, I think, wizard or warlock spell to use as a cantrip for a ritual. So that's what I've done.
Cool.
You have to
I
spend
chose
10 minutes casting it.
Unseen servant. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you probably begin casting this spell then.
Wait, it's gonna take 10 minutes?
10 minutes? I don't know. I'll just open it. I'll just open it. It's fine.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's 10 minutes. Otherwise.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Which one do you go for?
Just the one on the closest one.
The closest one.
Yeah. Oh
Top
god.
Mm,
Don't
okay.
breathe in like that, Brad.
Uh,
Why did my light go out right as you're about to open this? This is not a good sign. Can I stop her from opening it?
What?
yeah. I mean, how? What do you do?
What?
Wait. All right, no, nothing. You'll be fine. I just felt like that was a bad omen, guys. You're good. You're good. Sorry.
Okay. I'm just gonna open it.
Okay. So you place your silver key into the lock and turn it. The runes on the key all light up. It's really bright. It's like every tiny little rune on here suddenly becomes like a freaking iPhone torch, you know, just immediately. You'd probably need to shield your eyes for the briefest second as they light up. You see the runes that are on the silver portion of the keyhole light up in the same way, very briefly, and then you hear a and the key shatters into dust, falls to the ground.
Oh my god.
That is all that happens.
Is that what's supposed to happen? It seems counterintuitive.
Wait,
I don't know.
Wait, what? It didn't even open.
Here, try
What's the
mine.
point?
Try mine.
I'll toss my key over to Rin.
Okay.
Don't do the same box.
Okay. All right. Which box do you want me to try?
Just try the next one, I guess.
Okay.
Wait, check the key. Check the key. See if there's anything on there, like a number and matching a
good
number
idea.
on there.
Okay. I look at the key to see if there's like a matching rune or any sort of
Indicator.
anything.
Okay, give me
Yeah.
an investigation check.
Sure. Oh geez. Sorry, my page is over here. Okay. Investigation, yes.
Yes, please.
Okay.
A 16. Looking at the runes on this thing, there is a couple that look like they match some of the runes that are on the box. There is one glyph which matches the one of the glyphs that's on the actual keyhole itself. It really doesn't look to you like this is exactly the same set of words or script or whatever. But it's the same. The best you can work out, honestly, on a 16 is that this is the same language as the language on the box and the walls, and you probably already knew that. In terms of whether it has any like direct bearing, maybe, not sure, not 100% sure.
I'm gonna run over to this box on the bottom, real quick,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna investigate my keys. I have 2 of them. I
Yeah.
have mine, and so I'm gonna investigate both of them to this box and just see if there's a difference.
I'm gonna keep an eye out, like on the door. I'm basically keeping a lookout.
All right, you give me an investigation. You give me a perception. I only need one investigation check. That's a 19.
Oh, for each key I was gonna do, but that's fine.
You just need one.
Cool. 19, dude.
Iridir, give me a perception check, and we'll hold that
20.
for a little while you're at the doorway. The keys that you're holding drift on a 19. You pretty much come to a very similar conclusion to Rin. Looking at the keys, you can see that there's so many different, let's call them letters, and so many different glyphs. Again, I forgot to do the thing. I've just remembered the thing I was going to do to demonstrate to you. There's large. I'm going to call them runes and glyphs. There are runes, which are the very small lettering, and then there are these much larger ones that are like triple the size of the runes, that are like individual shapes. The lettering portion, which is the kind of runes, there is so many of them. By looking at it, you can tell that imagine you have a 24-letter alphabet, there's way more letters in this alphabet that seems to be being used here. It's crazy.
We couldn't figure this out.
Half of them, like, they're almost all completely different is the way that you're looking at it. You can see, though, that every so often one does match something on the keyhole and on the box. There really isn't a pattern. The keys are not the same. The keyholes are not the same either.
Interesting.
As the keys that I have for this box, they're not the same.
Not the same. The keys like, if you find the exact same portion on each thing, it seems like the runes are different.
Can I do a quick fast travel to the other room and inspect those as well? Or do I need to move cautiously?
I think you can. I think Iridir is fully aware that there's nothing particularly nearby, using his ears and his eyes.
There's nothing nearby, particularly.
It doesn't seem like those things were pretty loud. They seem pretty comfortably loud, like clanking about, making noises and speaking and chittering.
Do you need another investigation? Or?
No, I think you can just keep the 19. You run to the other room and do the same thing. It's the same situation, and from the best of your knowledge, looking at one box keyhole and looking at maybe the northernmost portion of the keyhole and then going to the other room, you can see that each box has a different rune in that same position. But matching them to a key, matching them to another box, it seems like an almost impossible task. Without spending potentially months or years just in here, archaeology style.
I'm gonna run back in. It's the same on both sides.
I actually think we should just keep them and get out of here. I don't think we should.
Good idea. Yes, let's leave. Yes.
Okay.
Keep the keys?
Yes.
Should we try one more?
No.
Not just one.
No. I think we'll lose a key if we do that.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to the box that Rin, she unlocked, or the key broke. I'm gonna run over it and just I'm gonna take my bracer and put it on top and try scanning it. And I'm gonna try and lift it up as well.
Yeah,
it's like the bathroom faucet.
You do a little scan, hoping that maybe a barcode reads or something goes off. Nothing seems to happen. There's nothing overt that happens. The runes do twinkle constantly on everything, including your braces. They very slowly twinkle at random with some sort of strange arcane glow. But there's no immediate obvious impact like with what happened with the keys, where they all lit up and then the key shattered into kind of very fine glass or something. Then you try and lift it and it opens up fine. It's pretty heavy, but you can lift it. It's not super heavy. It feels like a heavy paving slab that you lift, and it just lifts on a big stone hinge.
You just had to open it. This is yours. I back off for Rin.
Oh, what's inside?
Inside is a small harp.
What is up?
Do we get from inside the chest view, looking out, and we see our three faces,
leaning over?
Yeah. There's a pretty pretty standard looking harp. It looks like it maybe is made out of a low grade metal, copper or brass or something like that.
Nero, come look at this.
Oh my, that is quite nice.
That's awesome.
What do I notice anything special about the harp?
In what sense are you looking at it? Because you're a bard, but you're not a musician, right?
Correct. I do play my. That's not entirely accurate. I play my music to accompany the things that I do.
Okay, so presuming that you kind of understand music more so than these guys, you can give me an investigation check with advantage if you want, unless you have any better ideas. You may always haggle.
20.
Players. A 20.
Woo!
The harp has 6 strings. The harp itself, the metal that seems to make the harp up, doesn't have the strange little runic stuff on it. It does look just like normal cast brass is what it is. You can probably tell on a 20. You just pick it up. That is brass. Relatively nicely made, but really not amazing. Like, this is just something that you might find on any average stall somewhere at a market. The strings, the 6 strings, glow very obviously with a white light. It's very difficult to tell. Bringing it up maybe close to your face or getting close, you can see that the each of the strings has a definitive magical element to them.
Oh.
Oh my. I believe this is magical.
I'm going to. I want to look at the chest, like make sure there's no like, I don't know, ancient mummies or something trapped in here.
Okay, yeah. Give me another investigation check for that.
Okay.
with no advantage.
Oh.
Oh, 4. This thing is super safe.
It's the safest. It's just a box. It's just a stone box.
I reach right in and grab this thing.
Okay. Yeah, you pick up the harp. Nothing happens. It's pretty light. It feels exactly like you would expect it to. It's just a very small harp, like a handheld harp, that you pick up. Nothing grabs your hand. Nothing happens. The base of this thing is just very plain looking stone, like the outside is. It does have all those runic things on it, but there is nothing else in here. There's no like wonderful pillow. There's no trap that sets off. You pull the harp out. It doesn't slam closed or anything like that. You just are able to do that. Yeah.
Oh, well, here you are, Rin. This was your key.
Yeah, but can't you use this more than I can? I can't.
She's trying to pass it off.
All right, I suppose. I have my loot. I didn't want to, impose myself. You are the ones that seem very intrigued by these treasures.
I mean, I'll take it if you don't want it. But I thought I'd offer it because you're the musician.
All right, well, why don't we see what else is here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll kind of walk over to the chest over here, and I'll look like the way that Drift did. Same motions and everything. I feel like he's like a little bit awkward when he does stuff. Am I wrong? Like when, just like he's got that Drift. Like, does he have that like normal gawky like teenage movement?
Oh yeah, everything's
smooth?
Super awkward. No, there's nothing smooth about it.
I'm trying to mimic the same way that he did everything, like in front of the chest and like wave the bracer around the same way he did it.
Wait, Eero. I throw Eero back his key.
Do we still need it?
I don't know.
I try to open the chest without the key.
Yeah, so you do the thing. It reminds me, and this is an old meme, but do you remember Malcolm in the Middle? When Hal gets the strike, and then he has to do everything that he did up to that strike, and he keeps getting strikes, and eventually he has to walk down the thing, tap his shoe, like say something, say Gesundheit, touch a thing, twist around 3 times, and then throw the thing. I guess you kind of do that. You mimic everything that he does. Nothing happens in terms of the interaction with the bracer, and then you try and lift the thing up, and it's just a cocoon. It just doesn't. In fact, it doesn't even move. Honestly, you try and lift it, and it's nothing. There is no.
All right, I suppose we need the keys then.
Not open.
Yeah, you gotta use your key.
I'll try the key in this one.
Sure. You
come on.
You will experience the exact same thing as Rin. You put it in, you turn it right, the key lights up, very blinding, like a very brief flashbang kind of from the key, from the lock itself, and then the key just shatters like glass and falls like fine glass, but before it even hits the ground, it's like it's just turned to air, to nothingness.
So loud.
It's
Can't you
very
be
loud.
quieter?
Yeah, let's speed this up.
I'll try to dissolve the key quieter in the future. I'm sorry.
Hey, we can look at our stuff later. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Open yours, Drift.
Okay. While I'm opening, what's inside his?
Okay. You say you lifted it up, yeah?
Yeah, lift it up.
What number is this? Okay. Okay, so inside this one, you see a masquerade mask. Very plain, very white. Roll me a D2.
2.
It's smiling. It's one of those.
Ew! I don't know why that was freaky. That really freaked me.
It's just the same. It's the same as.
That got you? Out of all the things?
It's the same
It's
as.
happy. Oh God, happiness? Oh God, no.
It's the same as one of those theater masks.
don't like this
one is
mask,
happy,
no.
one is not happy, right? Those theater masks that you get. This is a very plain porcelain mask, sort of cream white color, with a big smile on its face.
Oh, well, look at that.
And I reach in, I take out the mask, and I hold it over to Rin. I say,
No. That makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Because it's smiling.
I don't know. It's just
That is so cool. I run over and I just take it from him just for a moment and like show it to him, like, look at me. And I put it on my face.
No.
All right. Okay. So first things first. Just while you pick that thing up, it's slightly too big. It doesn't have the runes on it, but it is too big for like your face. It looks like it would fit on a much larger head.
Okay.
You grab it, you place
like
it on
the
your
giants?
face, and it begins to melt into your face.
Stop. I'm pulling it off instantly when I feel the melting.
This is the mask from the mask. It just
That doesn't seem
glues to the front of your head.
Oh!
What would you like to look like? What are you thinking of? What's going through your head? Because this has cast disguise self on you. You can look like anything you want to look like.
Holy shit.
Under the rules of disguise self.
Well, what are you thinking about right now?
Yeah. This thing sticks to your head. It's glued to your head. You can't see anything either because it's got no eye holes.
Are you kidding me?
No, yeah, it sticks to your head, and it casts disguise self, but it's gonna do it based on what you're
Whatever
thinking
you're
about.
thinking. So what are you thinking?
What am I
about right
thinking
now?
of?
Yeah,
I'm
what
thinking
are
of
you
like
thinking about?
a terrible like flava just floating on my face, like
Oh,
flava
God.
taking over my face right now. I'm thinking I'm literally as John thinking of like flubber goo going all over me, but as
So you're like a lava monster?
it's
I
like
think you go flame on then.
yeah, flame on,
I
like
think-
fully on fire.
I think you turn into
Holy shit.
the Human Torch. Like he puts this thing on, and then just his whole body just ignites.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's no heat. There's no fire. You're not feeling any damage. After a second, you can see through the mask. I think probably the mask remains there, even within the disguise self. You just replace it with the mask, and everything else looks the same, but you're just on fire.
Drift, are you okay?
Wait, so I can control this, Brad?
You are a fiery Human Torch version of Drift with a porcelain mask on your face for an hour.
I'm not. What the hell?
Are you okay?
I
You're on
think so.
fire.
I feel fine, but
You don't feel like you're burning.
And I just
No.
kind
Don't
of,
touch him.
I'm just out of range, just trying to feel if there's warmth coming on.
Yeah, your hand goes through the illusionary fire, and you're probably relatively aware
Can I
of how
test like
illusionary
my
fire
magic
works.
knowledge or something to see if I recognize that this is a spell?
Sure, you and Iridir might as well roll me some Arcana checks,
Okay.
just as an instant.
11.
Oof.
Or no, I'm sorry,
Um,
11 from Ren, 4 from me.
11 from Rin and 4 from Iridir. Iridir, you don't understand what this mask has done. Somehow, as a master of illusion,
You've changed into some sort of.
he has transformed into a fire being that doesn't burn your hands. Rin,
is this forever?
you're aware of a spell. Most,
course it is.
in general, people are aware of spells and magic, and especially these sorts of spells where people are able to disguise themselves using arcane means. And it looks like this is the same kind of thing. Give me an investigation check, Rin.
Ugh.
2. You can't see through it. you aren't able to see through the illusion. You don't understand like exactly what's going on here, but it seems like this is just like false illusionary magic. But you can't seem to break it with your eyes. He just looks completely inflamed, immolated, and he is just Human Torch Drift.
Okay. Are you sure you're not hurt?
I'm not hurting at all. I feel fine.
You can't see his eyes, by the way. For the rest of you, he just has a porcelain face, smiling.
Gross. That's disgusting.
And it's
This
big,
must have
dude. He
been-
looks like a bobblehead.
This must have been what that creature meant when he said children. We're all supposed to turn into this.
No.
What?
No. I think this is illusion magic. You need to calm down, Iro.
I don't think so.
Am I gonna be like this forever?
I am
gonna be?
quite skilled in illusion magic. I would recognize such things.
How skilled in illusion magic are you? I thought you were just.
Guys, I'm on fire right now. Are we seriously having this
can you-
conversation?
Can we open the last box?
I guess
No,
so. But is this gonna be forever?
I don't know, but let's worry about
Yes.
it later.
Yes, it will.
It's not forever. Calm down. I
I'm
honestly
getting two
think it's-
opposite opinions. I just need one to make me feel a little bit better about the situation. Yeah?
Look at me. You are going to be fine. I'm pretty sure this is a spell. Iro, shut up.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay. Should I go open the chest on the other side?
Yes. Also,
Okay.
if you were stuck as this fiery being, it would be kind of badass, don't you think?
Wait, are you saying I'm badass?
Yeah, you look pretty badass to me right now.
Cool. And I walk out of the room and like go to the other chest room.
Hey, you're not doing.
Feeling
I would-
so good. No, I'm going to the other chest room. The one
I would
across.
like to look at Iro and just be like,
He's obviously dead. Right, fine. Open the chest.
Anyone on
You
the
can just-
MP3, good luck. The so Drift in his immolated form, but for the record, you don't cast any light, just so you know.
Okay, good. Well, I'm stealthily gonna go across. Like I want to just go to the other room. I know there's 3 more chests. I checked it earlier on.
Yeah.
wait. Do you think that maybe, just maybe, the item is locked to the person who opened the chest?
I mean, look at me. Obviously not.
Well, I'm
Well,
holding
you,
that
you
harp.
touched that one, right?
I touched the mask and I touched the harp.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
Go ahead. Why didn't you open this last one?
Do you want me to roll stealth?
Yes, please. If you leave the room, give me a stealth check.
Can I can I actually do like look around before I go? Like perception?
Like look down the hallway.
Look
and then
down the
dark.
hallway before I go.
Yeah. Give me a perception check as you peer around the corner. I adjusted your sheet so that you query a roll, by the way, just because it's neater on the roll list, and it's easier
Cool.
for people who don't understand exactly what
I like that
happening
actually. I like that. Where I
to,
have to
to
choose.
keep up. I get so many questions like, what do the 2 numbers mean? If there's just one, no one ever asks. They work it
Cool.
out. 2 numbers is too much for these flatheads to understand. Flatheads in the chat. So, an 11 on your perception check as you peer around the corner. From what you can tell, there isn't anything out here. Nothing has come in, and just resting for a moment and listening down the hallway, it doesn't seem like whatever those creatures were that you could hear have returned. You don't seem to be able to hear them.
Okay, so I'm gonna stealthily cross
Cross the
floor
way.
to the other room.
Okay.
Do you think he's gonna die?
20 on the stealth check. Yeah.
Yes,
Come on.
yes.
Okay.
So, why didn't you open the last chest here? Or do we want to open one in the other room?
I thought there were only 3 in here.
Didn't we open 2?
Yeah, you've only opened.
The harp and the mask.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I only had 1 key. Mine's gone.
Oh, yes.
I'm in the other room already.
Right, well, perhaps we should follow the giant
Yes.
fire beast.
Okay. 19.
The
19
child
is
of
like-
Asmol.
19 is like way up at the other end of
Still in a
the
statue form.
thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna put crosses on these chests for you so you know what you've done. What you've done. What have you done? What did it cost? Right. Right, so Drift, sorry, I'm just trying to keep
Yeah.
up with where you guys is at. Drift, you head into the other room where there are 3 identical chests that you've already inspected. Which one are you going to open?
The middle one.
Oh my god, that's always booby trapped. Ugh.
You just run straight up to it, shove the key, and turn the lock.
Same thing as before. Because when I investigated them, you said they looked the same. The runes like all thrown off. Same thing when I came over to this
Just
room.
wondering if you're doing the like Malcolm in the Middle thing of like rubbing the bracer on it and stuff.
Oh yeah, same thing. Because now Eero made me think this is actually how you have to do it. So the bracer, key in, yeah.
Okay, it's the same thing. You do the Hudagaba, and then you put the key in. You turn the lock. The key shatters. It brightens and then shatters, and that's it.
I'm gonna open it up.
And then you open it up. Let's see what is behind door number 3.
The largest mouth you have ever seen emerges from the chest,
Largest
Jesus.
consuming the world.
that you have ever seen. Inside is a small glass bottle, like a milk bottle, with a cork in the top, and
Got milk.
well, it's got some like pinkish liquid in. It kind of looks like milk. Looks like a strawberry
I've
milkshake.
had that before. It really settles your stomach.
Strawberry milkshake. It looks like, yeah.
Stomach feels
Eero,
fine.
It looks like the famed strawberry milkshakes of the capital city Rose Guard.
Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. I don't recommend you drink it. It really depends on how long it's been here. Might be a little ripe.
I mean, I'm not really thirsty right now, so I guess I'll just. I mean, I could give this.
They
out
are
to
rather
19.
tasty when they're fresh, but I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Have you ever heard of a milkshake?
No.
Well, they're quite delicious, but I don't really know of any milk that keeps well in a very warm room.
I'm just gonna say this was 19s. Is that okay?
He doesn't drink or eat. By the way, he doesn't consume food, so
You love it,
this is
I'm
the
sure.
worst possible.
All right,
Okay.
great, guys.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put that in my bag for now.
It's pretty big. When you pick the bottle up, as like again, when you look in the thing, it looks kind of small. The hand harp looks very small. It looks the correct size for the record. The mask that's on his face is too big for his face for sure, even though it's glued to it. The milk bottle is kind of a big one. It's kind of like a big bowl, like a large milk bowl. Not crazy big like a giant's milk bowl, but
Right, but could I like hang it off my belt?
oh, you can put it in your bag. Yeah, I'm just saying
Oh,
it's
cool.
it's
Like you're so
oversized for what an
Right,
average.
but
milk
would
bowl
I know
would
what
be.
it is, Brad? Is there any way? Like, could I roll like investigation on it or something?
You
Or,
can
like,
you can roll me a history check or
yeah, let me throw a history on it. Let me because I would love to know.
a
what
medicine
this is.
check
Ooh, medicine.
or
might
an
be better.
investigation check.
Ooh, can I
I
try?
feel like all of these things are fine to do.
I'm gonna do investigation. That's my best.
You can give him advantage. You guys are all looking at this thing and peering at it. You have advantage.
22.
A 22. Yeah, looking at it, you don't really know what it is just from looking at it. Like this, just it looks a lot like the texture of like a very
I want to try a sip so
like
bad.
a thick.
I won't.
The best thing I can tell you it looks like IRL is a thick strawberry milkshake. It looks exactly the
Is it
same.
cold?
It looks fresh. It feels pretty cool. The inside the boxes is pretty cool as well. They're like a larder. But it looks pretty fresh. But you don't know what it is, the liquid.
Listen, the worst that could happen is that you might have a bad night.
No, he is on fire right now.
I'm not touching anything again.
Let's not try any other devices.
We'll save it for when we get out of here.
Just open the other box and let's get out of here.
All right, I'll save it. I'll give it to 19. Okay, and then I'm gonna open the box on I'm a lefty, so the bottom.
Okay.
Same thing. Use the key. Turn.
Do your little dance.
Yeah.
Do a little dance.
You're really
Wax on,
good.
wax on.
I'm
Okay.
taking a look out the hallway, by the way, just to try and keep an eye out.
Okay, yeah, give me another perception check.
Yes,
22?
dude.
22. Yeah, you initially don't see or hear anything. It seems like these things are not anywhere nearby still. You open the bottom box here, yeah?
We're still here.
In
The
the same
what?
way.
Same way.
Same way. You rub the bracer over it, you put the key in the lock, you turn it, the key brightens, the lock brightens, and then smashes, and the thing is unlocked. Presumably you lift.
Open it,
once
yep.
again. Inside is
What's in there?
a
What is it?
I'm looking. Hold on. It's getting less bright.
strawberry.
This is one of my worst days ever. I light on fire. I get a thing of milk, and I get this stupid strawberry.
What?
It's a strawberry.
It's
I've never had one of those before. What is that?
slightly larger than a strawberry.
Never had a strawberry.
No.
It's too big. It
My word.
doesn't look exactly like a strawberry. It's a very large strawberry. It's like a GM strawberry.
You mean
No.
like a GMO strawberry?
GMO.
like
straw-
like a fucking.
Like a big
yeah,
one.
like the ones you get at the library. the
Can I
strawberry.
investigate it again, Brad? And see if I know anything about this?
Yes, you may.
Okay, come on. 15.
The strawberries.
It's a strawberry with an R.
Strawberry?
It's a magical. It's a strawberry the size of an apple,
Oh, it's pretty big.
which has magical properties when eaten.
Just,
It's super fresh. It looks like you just pulled it out of the ground. Did it come out of the ground? I don't know what a strawberry is. Hang off of a vine? A bush? Bush. I was brought up in London. I haven't seen a strawberry before. I haven't barely seen grass. It looks like you just pulled it off of a big strawberry bush.
Brad also grew up. We found this out on the Shill Show in the smallest city out of all of the
It's the
people that
weirdest
were
thing.
there.
I couldn't believe it because I don't feel like I'm from a small place, but it apparently 80,000 people, was it? Is where my hometown, how big my hometown is. I'm from a London suburb, okay? Not actual London, I guess. All right, so, yeah.
I literally just want to stand there and just real quickly pull out the milk.
Just put it away. Put it away and
This
let's
is
go.
what I got, guys. Awesome.
All right, so
Yeah, but look, you're on fire.
Cool.
he's still on fire, yeah, absolutely.
Let's get out of here.
So yeah, add to your things, your inventory. Whoever has the brass harp with magical properties. Whoever has the which one did you get? Oh, the mask. You have the mask on.
I have everything, dude.
You have
Accidentally.
you have let's just say a strawberry milkshake and a strawberry. A large
I give the
strawberry.
harp to Rin.
Okay. Are you sure?
I say,
I already have a lute, and I can play it quite well. Perhaps if you use this, you can. Maybe we can. Well, we can play some music together and
just sort of under my breath, say, soothe the savage beast.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I will take the harp and I will put it away.
Okay.
Hero. If this thing comes off, I promise I'll give it back.
If what thing comes off the mask?
Yeah.
Oh no! Yeah, that's not coming off. I mean, oh, all right.
I kick
In the
you.
meantime, you can have this, and I'm gonna give him the strawberry.
Oh, thank you.
Do I know anything about this?
I kind of gave him the advantage because you all were investigating it, so I feel like you kind of have the. There was probably a small conversation between you where you said this and he said this and she said this, and that led you to
Maybe
the
you
thing.
should eat it, Hero, and soothe your savage beast.
Oh, do it.
Let's get out of here. I'm just gonna walk out. I'm gonna leave.
Perhaps, maybe later.
I'll just kind of tuck it away.
All right, let's go.
All right,
And I look at them.
so you're
Going back to 19.
Back up to 19. Okay, yeah, you can head up to 19. Heading back up over towards the statue of 19, who remains stood there completely statue-like. It's freakish again. It's oddly perfect.
You're really good at that.
He's very good at it today. What do you do when you get there?
19, don't be alarmed. Drift is now the child of Hasmol.
Oh my God, Hero.
It's actually pretty cool.
It has to be what he meant. I mean, he's on fire.
Well, why aren't we on fire?
We aren't worthy? I don't know.
Rin, you said
I
this wouldn't
refuse
last
to be-
forever.
I don't think it's gonna last forever. I think Eero is just full of horse crap. All right, let's go.
It's inaccurate.
Should we take you apart and see?
Whoa, guys, come on.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
That is extremely offensive.
You offend me. Your presence offends me. Your existence offends me.
All right, perhaps maybe we won't play any music together then.
Oh, okay.
This is awkward.
I'd like to leave. I'm gonna head out.
Heading out?
Yes, like sneaking my way to what we think is an exit, I think.
Okay. Everyone else doing the same?
I guess the best of my ability in my fiery ways. Can I try one more time just to like take this off? Or is there no longer a mask that I know? Like my presence. What do I see from my eyes? Like
You just see as if you're not wearing
flames?
a mask. Touching your hands to your head, you'd feel the mask there for sure.
Can I pull it off?
You can try. How hard do you want to try and do this?
Don't touch it.
Just like
If you're giving it like a tentative pull to see how easy it would be to remove.
yeah. Just a tentative.
It feels like it's going to pull your skin off your face. Feels like it's super glued to you.
You wanted me to try and rip it right off.
I was asking whether you wanted to try and rip it right off.
Yeah, no. All right, cool. All right, this thing's not going anywhere. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so you guys move down this hallway. I assume you instruct 19 to follow you, and he does so. Dong, 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 dong. These heavy footfalls behind you.
Oh my God.
All right, everyone is stealthing up to the exit here then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing my best.
A 17 for 19 on the stealth roll there.
Wow. He clomps ever so softly.
Do we get advantage?
For what reason?
Just because I'm
10,
small.
10 from
No.
Rin and 13 for me.
10 for Rin, 13 Iridir, and 21 from Drift as you guys creep up and probably Scooby-Doo style look around the corner of this hallway. So the room that you're in, the large chamber, kind of ends, and the ceiling's very, very tall in there. I can't remember what I said it was, but it's a ridiculously large room. The other one, it's like being in a big fucking church or something. And but the hallway comes down to a much smaller height, though it's still very tall. The hallways generally in here are around 20 feet high, just for the record. You guys, I've mentioned that previously that there was a right turn in the hallway. So I presume that you guys maybe head up towards that, because there's not really an exit necessary, like a door or anything. The real ending or the beginning of the hallway is kind of this right turn. So presumably you guys head up towards that, and then Scooby-Doo, bop, 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 look, pop your heads around the corner with these stealth checks. Let's see here. Rin. Let's have Rin roll me a d20, please.
Okay. Is there a way I can easily? Oh, right here. Okay.
There is that easy dice roller, yeah.
Oh shit.
A 2.
It's a 2.
Interesting. So, 1,
How many dragons do we get?
2,
By Brad?
3. Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh God.
And you're not gonna like it.
No!
You guys look around the corner, and
Are we in the right spot, by the way, on the map, or does it not matter?
it doesn't matter. You're technically on the next map. I'm just not giving it to you yet, just in case this happens. You see these creatures. You see these strange little creatures around the corner here. They, under any other circumstance, might be kind of cute. They are very small. Actually, how tall are you, Drift?
5 foot. Hold on. I'm little. I'm a tiny one. I am 5'1". No. Yeah, 5'1".
5'1". Just a little smaller than you then. They're not, I guess they're not that small. They're not super small. These little creatures, these little reptilian humanoid creatures that are completely red and orange. They look like they are maybe salamanders that are standing on hind legs. Each one is holding a scimitar. Each one has a very small little pouch on its side and a little shield. They are sat a little further down the hallway. So as you peer around the corner, the hallway splits over this kind of canal of lava that's very small, about 2 feet down. Like, it splits the hallway somewhat. On the left-hand side, the hallway remains ground level. On the right-hand side, it goes up a few steps onto a platform. At the furthest end of the platform, there are 3. You rolled a 2. There are 3 of these very strange little creatures just sat. 2 of them sat with their legs dangling over the edge of the platform, and a third one, kind of just like almost entranced with something that it sees on the ceiling.
What's it looking at? Oh, sorry.
Them,
what's it looking at?
Give me a quick perception check. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Can't see anything that it's looking at.
So 10.
It looks up at the it looks up at the ceiling, and it just seems to be following something for a moment. You look at its eyes, and they're a kind of strangely milky white, like they've been completely covered over with something. It seems a little odd. This one, though, as soon as you guys poke your heads around the corner, its floating head, it just and then it turns slowly, spies each of you, spying it. It has already seen you.
Shit!
Oh my god, we're dead.
Very specifically, it just barely sees Rin poking her head around the corner. So I'll put Rin there, I'll put Iridir there, I'll put Drift there, and I'm gonna bring you over to the next map.
Thank you for bringing the show.
And
Why
guys,
didn't we short rests? Why don't we long
I don't know.
rest?
I don't know
over
why.
here.
What's wrong with us?
Let's see.
Take that milkshake now, though.
You
Literally.
You see these creatures, which I'm just gonna go ahead and call fire newts. One there, one there, and one which sees you there. I don't know if you guys can see this, but for the record, I'll put you here. You see them? You see them. Just so you see them. Just so you see them. Because I think you guys probably saw these things. That is 19. I don't need to worry about that. So I'll put you guys here like this.
Oh my god.
This one here sees you.
Shit.
And calls the others to arms. I'm going to say these guys are prone. I'll give you that because they are sat down, relaxing. Each one has that kind of strange, floaty-like look to its milky white eyes. But as soon as they're called to attention by this one, which has spied you, they begin to. They're attacking. They're obviously running at you and beginning to attack. Can you please give me some
19
initiatives?
I yell to Drift. Drift, I have an idea. Pretend to be the child of Asmol. I'll back you up.
You're gonna get him killed.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me some initiatives anyway, because they're definitely running at you with swords drawn. Like this is
Oh,
that's the first thing
no.
that's happening. Like
jeez.
The child of Osmond.
they're like attack dogs here.
10.
They're definitely running at you.
10 on my initiative, 14 for Rin.
Every
Click.
time.
Let me click myself.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Aha. There we go.
A 9 from Drift. About
Okay.
19.
And then I've got a that, and a that, and a that. Okay, so.
Will you roll for 19 too, Brad?
Oh my god, I'm 19. We are 19. Let's
Roll
see
a 19,
here.
please.
Initiative for 19.
Shield
20.
us.
Even
My
better.
tin brother.
20 on a 19 there. This one is this, and this one is this. Okay. So there's your turn order. 19 actually reacts first. Let's see.
19 gets a 20.
The lumbering form of 19 looks towards each of you and says, I will speak to them first, yes? And begins to step out. Do we really have to do this? He says. The sides of his legs open up. His sword is drawn. And he's going to stand there. He's going to put his shield in front of him, bring out his longsword from his legs. And he's going to stand there. And he is going to hold an action because 19 gets to be fucking way better at D&D than he normally is for some reason today. And then that brings us to the next turn, which is the fire newt, which is what they're called. Oh, I need to give you the turn order on the screen chat.
Are any of them named Anna?
They all weirdly look like a little Russian boy for some reason. And let's see here. Fire newt. Can you run up here? He can run up to here. What do you have? I haven't looked. Oh yeah, I've just remembered. I love these guys. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, Brad.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
late.
So he runs to the edge of this little area where they seem to have set up like a small kind of camp or a stop, and you see him running forward. And again, he looks very kind of mesmerized and strange. This little creature just runs forward. He has this little scimitar, this very small buckler on one arm. It steps in front of where 19 is, and then just spits this like mucusy ball of flame towards 19.
Oh no!
19 needs to make me a dex saving
He
throw.
can't handle fire anymore.
No, he cannot. That is a
No!
13. Let's see. And
He's fine.
I haven't got any dice. I have to roll on here. That's the wrong thing.
He's gonna be in so much pain.
Bam. So the thing just spits fire at 19. You see 19 immediately bring up his shield and flinch. He avoids a lot of this mucusy fireball which lands next to him. You see it ignite and explode. Some of the flames run up the wall. And although he does avoid it for the most part, he gets caught on a little on one of his shoulders. 19 lets out like a very deep as he feels this strange pain, possibly for the first time, truly. He is vulnerable to fire damage, which means he makes his save for the 10 damage, which means he goes down by half, and then, because he's vulnerable, it doubles. So he takes the full 10.
Oh my god.
He immediately doesn't look good after taking that hit because...
That's a tank.
Yeah. Because of the fire, and he is freaking out. Just he is badly hurt from that. And then the next fire newt stands up. Oh crap, which one was it? This one? He's gonna stand up and he can get to here and then get to here and end his turn. So he's just running down the thing. Again, they're kind of like entranced. They look a little odd. They don't really look lucid. They look like they're half asleep, just running on these strange little legs. Little salamander people, completely orange and sort of reptilian.
Brad, do they look like they're made of lava?
No.
Okay,
No,
cool.
they look more like lizard folk or kobolds, that kind of thing. They look real, but they look like a big humanoid salamander, like a big humanoid newt, like a but sort of orange and fiery. When they suck in this, when this one sucked in its breath, you saw the front of its body glow a little bit from the inside, and then it spat out this half mucus ball of flame. That one ends its turn there, though, as it uses its turn to dash, and then it comes to Iridir's turn.
All right. I say to Drift, I say, move your mouth like you're talking. And I say,
how dare you? How dare you attack an envoy of the fire? My envoy as the child of Hasmol. Out of the way! You will show us the way clear of this place.
I think give me an intimidation check with disadvantage, Iridir.
11.
And just as a passive performance check, Drift, give me a performance check.
I
Out
already
of
know I
turn.
crushed that.
19.
19! So that's an 11 on the intimidation and a 19 on the performance. So the fire newts all look at you. As soon as this happens, the flames. You cast a spell as well, right? To make the flames bigger. Did I hear that? Or you just make him boom and speak? Sorry, I didn't. Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna. I can. I didn't do that. I don't want to.
You just spoke.
Yeah, I tried to use my.
Oh, give me a performance check as well then.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were doing like a prestidigitation type thing.
Fuck! That's perception. That's not performance. Come on, you got this, bud.
19.
13. You you see all of these little fire newts. They do pause for a second. They look towards the further end of the hallway where Drift is. They cock their heads. Their
eyes change?
Their milky eyes remain kind of milky, and they you hear the one which is standing up behind kind of chittering and moving forwards, but the two that are in the front cock their heads towards you, and as soon as your performance is finished, the one further ahead turns to the one which spat the fireball. The one which spits the fireball just looks to the other one and says, and then points a scimitar forward, and it seems as if they're just going to carry on. Give me an insight check if you want. Let's say Iridir with advantage for everyone.
Okay. 20.
It looks like they have fucking no idea what you were saying and they're confused.
I don't think they speak this language.
What else do you want to do on your turn here? I feel like that was your action.
Yeah, I mean, that was my action. I'm going to... I am going to go ahead and move over here, and I'm going to... I'm going to start telling the tale of what I assume to be 19's past. I just start making up this crazy story about 19. 19, the warrior from the greatest of all tribes. 19, he is our hero. He is our champion. Cower before him. And I'm going to use a bardic inspiration on 19.
All right. Give me the text of a bardic inspiration so I can remind myself, but I'm pretty sure I know what it does. And oh, you don't have it in there? Okay.
No.
In that case, that brings us to Drift's turn. If that's the end of your turn, you're not moving anymore.
It's basically
a dream.
It's just so you know, it's a D6 for attack roll or saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. Drift, your turn. What would you like to do?
Question, Brad. You remember the pull and the push thing? I thought I added it on here. Remember with a spell? What spell is that with? Is
Eldritch
it a spell
Blast.
or it's Eldritch? Is that a cantrip for me? That is, right?
If you go on your core page, I added them. You've got the Eldritch Blast cantrip, and you have
Right.
Grasp
Oh, you
of
did add 'em.
Hadar
That's
and
why I couldn't
Repelling
find it.
Blast. You pick
Repelling
one. I think a day, or is it just any time you want? I can't remember what it is.
Anytime, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, if I hit the creature.
Okay.
Perfect. So I'm going, and that's the cantrip, right? Eldritch Blast. Hold on, let me make sure. Yes. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. All right, so I'm gonna, and in the middle is Flava, correct? Like that they could fall into? Are they small enough?
Yeah, the Flava in the middle is like the gap is about 2 feet across, so that is kind of the same as if you were trying to crawl through a space, which would mean that if you were if it was open, you would be able to fit into it, but it would be like half movement crawling type space.
So it would be hard to drop them into this. Like
pretty hard to.
I'd have to shove them in, like punch them in.
Yeah. There is a couple of pools at the further end that would be easier to do this with. There is a big source of light coming from like down here somewhere that's lighting this up. You can't see it probably too well, but I would imagine that in this situation you could. But no, yeah, it would be hard to just like. They'd need to really badly fall.
Okay.
It's not a huge gap, but they are pretty small, and it is possible.
Okay, I'm gonna then, yeah, the one that's closest to me. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. So I'll hold up my hand and I Eldritch Blast the one that's closest to 19.
Okay.
And I'm really hoping I hit him.
Give me that attack roll.
Oh god.
I'm just showing you guys the spell just in case you wanted to see it.
Does it not do an attack roll?
No.
It doesn't do them anymore. You have to like set it manually.
I'll set it manually later on. Roll me a d20 plus, what is drift here? Plus
Spell attack
6.
should be on the spell page.
Yeah.
Plus 6?
Yeah, it's your spell attack bonus there on that spells page.
Yeah. D20 plus 6. 21.
21 is absolutely a hit, so you need to roll me a d10 for the damage.
Right? And I'm also gonna be using the thing that pulls him closer. That'll pull him to 19. And hopefully, maybe if it's bad enough, he falls in the fire.
9. Does it just instantly work? What is the rule on the
So it
graph?
says, hold on. Sorry guys, this is something new, so like, I'll definitely learn it.
Don't worry about them. They ain't playing. They're lucky
When you
they
hit
even
a-
get to watch this excellent game of D&D provided by us. the
Once
greatest
on each of your
players.
turns, when you hit a creature with your Eldritch Blast, you can move that creature in a straight line 10 feet closer to you.
Oh, there you go.
So-
Once on each of your turns. That's what I wanted
Yeah.
to. I knew there was some limit to it. Okay, yeah. So this guy is running forward anyway. He does look like he's heading towards 19. Your Eldritch Blast launches out. How does it look? And then also, how does it do this grasp?
Yeah.
So very scorpion-like. I hold out my hand straight, just like a flat hand, and it's just a beam of light that grabs him. And in the beam of light comes like these vine type things. And the vines wrap around the creature and just give him a tug and fly back into my hand. So the blast goes out and then flies back into my hand.
Get over here.
Get over here, yeah, kind of like,
Actual
like I pull it back.
naturey vines or like
Naturey vines,
Yeah,
yeah.
naturey
Like
vines.
more like, yeah,
Wow.
like, yeah.
Cool. You also deal 9 damage to him, which is force damage, which is kind of like actual Jedi force damage. So that is that. I can count. Well done, Bradley. You fucking dummy. All right, there you go. I'm so dumb. It's crazy. Okay.
You're not dumb. You're not dumb. Don't say that.
No, I'm dumb. I'm not as dumb as like chat.
He's legit angry.
And I'm not that dumb.
He's legit angry right now.
Listen, when I say I'm dumb, I mean I'm dumb within the 3% of intellects that are, intellectual people like me, you, Pumpkinberry, John, people like that.
Oh, wow.
When I say I'm dumb, I mean I'm probably the dumbest one here, is what I mean. And I'm not dumb compared to like, I don't know, Bro-tato.
I can only kill your character so many times, Brad.
Oh, is that why he's upset? Because you killed his character?
Spoilers! Don't watch the Nameless if you haven't seen the Nameless ones yet. I loved that character as well, by the way, so this fire newt is coming for you. No, yeah, these vines wrap around this little thing, and it is looking at 19, and then it's hit by this thing. You see it kind of like shocked for a moment as it's just punched out of nowhere from something. These vines grab it, and it's just pulled 10 feet towards you. Blap. I feel like it lands about here. I'll give it I will give it a a dexterity saving throw just to stay balanced because it's up high here. But you'd have the DC would be lower if you were maybe on the other side of it. You know, like you're on the same side as the flava here.
Gotcha.
See what I mean? If you were like over here somewhere, then you'd be pulling it over that lava there, and I think the DC
should have moved. All right.
The DC would be lower, but because it's up high, it's maybe about 10 feet above it. I'll give it a dex save. Oh, easy, dude. This thing like kind of like balances itself perfectly. You see its arms flail out, and it doesn't even look like it's gonna fall really. It kind of sticks perfectly to where it is. It kind of shoots a glance over to you guys, and then shouts back to the other fire newts. And points over towards you, Drift.
Does that give 19 opportunity of attack, or no? Only when it's moved, pulled out.
No, even if you pull it out, it doesn't.
Okay.
Because it has to willingly move out of the thing. If you're dragged
said that
out
last
of
week. You
the
said that
opportunity of attack, if you're dragged out of the area, it doesn't activate it. I learned that the hard way, in the same way, by the way. I did the push Eldritch Blasting, was like, yeah, everything's gonna get to hit this thing. And then my DM at the time was like, no. And you're dead.
My bad. All right. I should have pushed it.
End of your turn there? You still have movement and stuff you can do?
Yeah.
And a bonus action if you can do that? I don't know.
No, I'm gonna cross. Yeah, I'm just gonna cross the way a little bit.
Cool. Brings us to Rin.
Okay.
What would you like to do on your turn?
Can I see if I understand like what's happening to them right now? I feel like they're hexed or they're under some sort of ritual that I might be comfortable kind of trying to identify.
You can give me an investigation check or an arcana check. The DC would be lower on the arcana check. It's up to you.
Okay. Oh my. Of course.
That is a
Okay.
critical
That's a 1.
failure.
Free
A
listeners.
natural 1.
Jesus.
You look at them and you probably have never seen these creatures before.
No.
This is just how they act naturally. This is how they look.
Okay.
They have milky white eyes. They act this kind of like sleepy way. They seem a little strange. This is just what these creatures are.
Okay.
They definitely do not look hexed to you in any way. They're just violent little shits.
Okay.
Violent little sleepy strange shits. I'll give you that as a free action though, if you want to do main actual things.
Sure. I'm gonna play my harp.
Oh. All right. So you pull out this very small brass harp,
Yes.
and what do you do? Strum it? You trying to play a song?
I don't know how to play music, so I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna maybe try just plucking one.
Okay.
String, see what happens.
You put a small finger to a small string and just bing, and a wonderful note is played. It echoes off of the walls, and the strings on the harp, all of them at the same time, light up very bright, very similar way to the way that the key and the lock lit up, and that's where we're going to go to our break for the evening.
Oh,
Come on, dude.
You guys in the chat, thanks for watching. You guys on the YouTube vids and stuff, thanks for watching. We're going to go to a very short break here. Give these guys a rest. I know they really don't want to carry on. They really need a break right now. Look at them. They're
No,
knackered.
let's go.
I
I'll
do
They're
override.
super tired, I can
actually
tell.
have to-
They're super
I appreciate
tired.
it.
We're gonna
Get
go and
outta here,
text.
dude.
We're gonna go and text Tiger and tell him he's missed out on all the loot and that he's about to be burned to death. And
Tell him he's literally about to die.
if
I'm
you-
not kidding.
yeah, if you
Tweet him.
wanna-
People
Get
tweet
here
him.
fast.
Tweet him now.
If you wanna follow along during the week, you can join our Discord because there's all sorts of conversations that we have about Darkfire over there. If you haven't joined already, then I would recommend you head over to the Discord so that you guys can get involved in that conversation. It's also where you can leave me hate comments for my terrible DMing. And thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll see you in a few minutes. Bing! The harp is played. everyone, and welcome back to Tablestory's Darkfire with your host, Pumpkinberry.
Hello.
Not really. It's me. Me. These guys are fighting these
It's official.
small...
PB has
Where's
to
your
DM.
PB impression?
Yeah, give a PB impression.
You want me
like-
to do it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go.
Oh my god, hi, nice to meet you. My name's PB. I'm super nice. But underneath it all, I'm crazy and I break little creatures' necks.
That was on. That was like, I didn't even know
Thanks.
who was PB.
Thank you. This is why there are no female NPCs in my campaigns. I'm not sexist. I'm just so bad at it. Let's continue.
That was like Valley Girl.
Oh my
PB.
god.
Oh my god!
Oh my
I
God.
can't believe that you did this. I'm gonna play my harp. So,
I don't have any. I don't have any Valley Girl left in me after
I
the
know,
show.
I don't either. The
that was
harp string is played. The harp strings shatter and turn to that sparkly same dust. All of them. The brass part of the harp remains in your hands.
Oh God.
You cast the spell Sleep. And how would you like to cast the spell Sleep? Can I just click a button and make that appear? Whack Steven.
No, you have to have like a spell ready on the as a character or something. You can drag it out.
Wait, is she choosing someone to sleep or is she sleeping?
She is
Choose an area,
casting
90
the
foot.
spell Sleep, so you can hit
90
anything.
foot range, 20 foot diameter, I think.
Yeah, basically, it just sends a big boom, 20 feet diameter bomb. Creatures within that 20 feet will be affected by the sleep. You need to roll me 5d8 and pick a point that you want this spell to activate from. Creatures within that 20-foot
Can be friendly as well.
radius will fall asleep if they have less HP. Is it current HP? It is, right?
It's current, yeah.
Within the 20 feet point of the range, and then it will bounce as well. So, depending on how high the thing is, it's a math spell, which I love.
Okay. Yes. Can I do? How can
You
I?
can
touch the map?
basically hit anything here. You have
Right
90
below the
feet,
magnifying glass is how
you have
you
90
can,
feet
Oh,
from
okay.
you.
Okay. Thank you. So if I can you see this?
There's
Um,
also a draw
Yeah.
shape. If you want to just draw the cube, it's 4 squares by 4 squares on the map.
Freehand. Okay. Can I just do it right here? And I'm assuming it would hopefully hit this guy back here and this guy and probably 19.
This is 25 feet out.
Okay.
Let me do that.
I think
on
it's
there so we
20
can
foot
see.
diameter. I don't think
So
it's
it
rated.
will go here and it will hit this. If you put it here, you can
Damn,
hit all
okay.
of them.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or the
Yeah.
back line. Couldn't she get the back too?
Let's see. You could get this
Oh, it
guy
is a
and
radius.
this guy. You
Yeah.
could get these guys.
Yeah.
Basically,
Okay.
your choices are to get these guys or one of your choice or all 3 of these. It's gonna be pretty difficult to not hit 19
Yeah,
with it.
let's
wherever
not
you
hit
put it.
19 then. Let's just do back here and get these two.
Gonna aim for these back too. All right.
Yeah.
/R space 5d8, or you can use that easy dice roller. I'm gonna try and delete all these things, but I probably can't because Roll20 hates me.
Oh geez, I hope we don't have to deal with those doodles.
There's you can actually, I forget, there's like a way you can delete all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be in that toolbar. I think it's newly added.
So I'm sorry. What did you want me
Clear
to roll?
drawings. Yeah, nice.
5d8.
Okay.
I'm so scared that this
Oh wait.
is
Does it
on the
not
current
let me-
layer. Good.
oh,
Thank
here we
God
go.
for that. Okay, that's 1d8. Oh no, yeah, you go.
30. Nice.
Let's go!
Nice.
Saving our lives!
All right, so this this bomb of this magic sound is cast. The ding echoes and reverberates down this hallway. You have the vaguest idea of what you've done. The spell is cast, and instinctively you send it forth towards the fire newts at the end of the hall. The sound passes all of you and doesn't affect any of you. You notice though at the end of the hall, I guess we'll go with the guy who's closest. The guy which spat the fireball immediately falls to sleep.
What?
his eyes, his milky eyes, goom, and he just, as he's hit by that sound wave, like a fucking ding, he just falls to the ground, passes out, completely asleep.
Nice.
And then the remainder, the second guy, he stands up and he's on the move, kind of thing. He's standing up. You see the wave hit him, and he just and then carries on moving forward. You successfully put one of them to sleep. Faux shoal.
Did it do damage to Brad or no?
It does not do any damage, no. I don't think. I used to have so much trouble with this spell, it kind of triggers me out whenever it's used. Just so you're aware, people in my players list. But I get it now.
Why'd you give it to me?
I didn't. You picked that box that it was in. You know, you could have pulled the Buster Sword out of one of those boxes, but you chose not to. You chose to take the brass harp that casts sleep once. That's what you got.
See the regret on John's face. Look at how angry he is.
I got a strawberry and a milkshake, so.
You should maybe drink that healing milkshake.
You
just
guys are gonna love it. Oh, that is the end of your main action. You still have a bonus action and possible movement if you want to do that, Rin.
Yes. I'm gonna back up. Oh, can I do that?
Yeah, you can move wherever you want to move. Pretty much. All right, so you head around the corner, and then this little guy here, who is not affected by the sleep, is gonna stand up. The turn order's in the way for me. There you go. And he is gonna run that 15 feet there. Let's see if he knows what's going on with this guy. Okay, yeah, he knows what's going on. He gets to this one here. Oh wait, can he get to that guy? No, he can't. But he does get to this guy here. There we go. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna run up to the one that's asleep, and he looks as if he's gonna wake him up. He's like leaning down, like slapping at the geezer on the ground. But technically, he doesn't have the action to do it, so he is not waking him up. He just gets to that spot. 19's turn.
Come on, buddy.
19
And he has inspiration.
Has an inspiration, which is just absolutely fantastic. And
6.
he just gets to do that on an attack roll and an
attack roll or a saving throw. You don't technically have to use it beforehand. You can roll first and see if you want to get it.
This is so hard to make this decision.
Bardic Inspiration specifically says in the rule, in the spell, or in the thing, that you can decide before the GM makes their ruling if you want to use it or not.
While on fire and flailing wildly, he hits that back wall. This fire newt is dragged towards him by the grasp of Hadar. This sound goes off, and you see 19, just one of his huge fists, grasp out and grab at the fire newt. I think he's going to cast Inflict Wounds.
What?
Oh,
Jesus!
Oh.
You're... God.
That is a natural 1.
Natural 1.
He's going to grab the fire newt. No, he's going to miss the fire newt.
Burn his hand.
He's going to miss the fire newt. The fire newt is going to dance out of the way. There's no point using a bardic inspiration on that. And he's gonna stumble, and he's gonna give this fire newt an opportunity because he slips and falls forward, and the fire newt sees him and sees an opening as 19 stumbles.
No!
As a bonus action, he will cast Healing Word on himself.
Oh. There we go.
I'm doing my best to keep you alive, Tiger, but at this point... This is where
Are we all at 1 HP except for him?
This is where, like 2 hours from now, when Tiger gets back to his house and watches this back, he'll be like, I wouldn't have done that. I would have done this. Don't you know I'm from Boulder, Colorado, and I would have done this, and I would have done that. And he would be, and that is all he's going to do. All right. So then 19. I can't remember what he does. I think his hand glows, and I think he probably just grasps a hand, and he sees that healing power. That green and white energy within him is bolstered, and he regains 6 HP. It is then the sleeping fire newt's turn, who is asleep, and then the one which is next to 19 is going to bring out his scimitar. You see this thing go fucking crazy, the rest of you, as he swings. On his first attack, he has advantage, because that's what I gave him. And he's
at this level, fucking A.
That's an advantage roll. He swings at 19. 19 turns. He still has his shield out, and he brings the shield up, and dung! He hits it. The fire newt arcs on those 2 rolls, and then that one. No, he's still 19 stumbling. The 2 of these things kind of precariously on this edge where it drops into this flava. You see the fire newt bringing this scimitar just ting, 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 ting at 19's shield. And 19's kind of stumbling, but he regains himself and is able to survive the onslaught, the flurry of blows of the scimitar strikes from this little guy. Iridir, it is your turn.
I say,
perhaps you are quite stupid. And not only are you stupid, but I believe that you and your entire family are related.
and I will cast
understand
Vicious
you.
Mockery.
What did you say? Sorry, you were doing.
Vicious Mockery.
Vicious
I'm
Mockery.
casting it on this guy here.
All right. So what is that? A wisdom save. Well, this guy, that's almost definitely a fail. Let me just check what their wisdom is. Yeah, that's a fail on a 7.
Okay, they take that one took 3 damage, and it's got disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
You said the one that's next to 19,
No, the one that's back here.
waking up the other guy.
Yep.
Okay. So that is bap. Okay, and that's the end of your turn.
Guys, I think we should run. I think we should back up.
I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to say,
Where are we
Just
going?
get behind me. Just get behind me.
I'm confident that you could do an excellent job.
and I turn to Drift.
Drift.
And I cast Bardic Inspiration on Drift.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so Drift, you have a bardic inspiration point that you can use. Drift, it is
Yeah?
your turn.
All right. So I can do this repelling blast or grasp on each turn,
Yeah,
correct?
once
Cool.
per turn, yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna keep the concentration. He's already taken 12 damage. He's got to be low. But the one is sleeping, correct? And one was about to wake him up, and I see that, correct?
Yep.
Okay,
This guy with the little symbol on his token is
he's sleeping.
asleep.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna once again hand out, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one that's about to wake the other up.
Okay.
With the Grasp of Hadar. Same thing as last turn. Same thing. So just shooting it out, trying to pull him 10 feet towards me.
Okay.
1d20 plus 6.
Yes,
Till we get
please.
that fix. Come on, baby. So. Shit.
That is an 8.
That's an
You
8.
do
What's
have a
Bardic Inspiration do?
Inspiration, use you
means-
get a D6.
You can roll a d6 and add that d6 to this attack
I'm
roll.
gonna
I
vomit.
don't know if it's worth it.
Just do it.
Okay. All right.
Even
Oh my-
inspired by this.
That's a 1.
Even inspired by the tall tales of Drift from Iridir, you You launch out this thing. I mean, the spell probably does go off, but you still have to aim it in the same way that you would have done with maybe a bow and arrow as a previous character, and you boom, this energy launches forward, this light. The creature leans down as if it's going to wake up the other one at that exact point, and just woof, you see the force strike the back wall, and the energy dissipates. Anything else on your turn?
Gotta do something.
I agree.
And then, done a little damage, but this mask is giving me no cool properties. I have nothing cooler about myself.
No, you just look like you're on fire, and you're wearing a mask. At best, you massively wasted that mask.
I know.
You look badass though.
Thanks. I'm in a good spot. No, I'm good. It's my turn.
Okay.
Could have drank the milk.
Isn't that? Well, that's an action.
It would be an action, yeah. You end your turn there. Okay, that brings us to
Should have
Rin.
at the start, maybe. I just don't know what it does. It scares me. I know you know what it does.
Rin.
I don't know what it
Oh,
does.
you don't? Oh, okay, I thought you knew.
2 seconds.
Whack thought we knew what the harp did.
Okay, I have an idea.
Whack was wrong.
Oh God.
I've
Okay.
balanced everything against Whack in this entire campaign.
Can I? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna do this. Okay.
Uh-oh. God.
Mercy kills 19.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the brandy out of my bag. Hero,
Okay.
don't look. Okay, I'm going to rip part of my monk robes. Okay, and I'm gonna try to.
Make a Molotov cocktail?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
What are you? Are you pouring that brandy out on that? What? Oh no!
She likes to party.
Don't
Have
look.
you done?
Just don't look. And then I want to try to like light it and throw it at these 2 fire newts. Over 19. Please don't hit 19 and light them on fire.
Okay. You know what? I feel like you probably can make this. You don't need to make a roll to make this thing. You
Okay.
light the thing and then you throw it. You're throwing it pretty far.
Oh, God.
Let's see here. You're throwing it like 45 feet.
45 feet. Dude.
If you move up and throw it at a length from 30 feet, you won't have disadvantage.
Ooh.
If you throw it from there, it's
Okay.
it's too far for you to throw accurately,
Okay.
so you'll have a disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay. All right.
You moving up?
Yep.
All right.
Oh God.
You are not proficient with Molotov cocktails, I don't think.
No.
Are you what are you proficient with?
A whip and dagger and a candle. Like that's about it.
Candle.
You know what? I think you probably are proficient. This is probably okay. Give me a
I mean, I do
D20
use a whip,
D20
actually.
D20
So-
plus
Okay.
Dex plus your proficiency.
Wait, what? Okay. Oh,
So
my God.
this is just a ranged attack,
So you want me to do D20?
roll.
Oh shit.
which is a D20. All right. So there's the
Do
6.
I add something to that?
You
Oh,
add
sweet Christ.
You add 3. So
Okay.
your dexterity,
Jesus!
add in your dexterity is a 1, add in your proficiency bonus is a 2. So you roll a 3 and throw this thing.
Wait, what? Oh, I just rolled a flat D.
Yeah. So you can do
okay.
that. The D20 plus, and then you add on your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier, which is 3. So it's a D20.
So I rolled a 9?
So you rolled a 9.
Okay. Sorry. Still learning.
You probably do a couple of steps. You ignite this thing, this brandy
Oh,
bottle
God.
of this super expensive, wonderful brandy, and you just launch it, and you just Kobe this shit. Just yeet! It goes woof straight over these fire newts' heads, And,
My hands are just extended.
In the same place where the Eldritch Blast hit, you just see like an explosion of fire, and glass just hits the ground, and you miss, unfortunately.
Fantastic.
But points for creativity, you know?
It doesn't save lives, Brad.
Well, have an inspiration point. There you go.
Woo!
That is.
Love when
turn.
people get inspiration points.
I
Love
think
it.
I think you're like here, by the way.
Oh God. Okay.
Is that the end of your turn? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This guy down here, he is gonna wake up his old pal.
No.
Is he for sure gonna wake him up though?
Oh,
That's
for
what you gotta ask yourself,
sure.
Brad.
Yeah, for sure. He rolled a 19 on his wake up check.
He has disadvantage.
Ooh.
Disadvantage on his wake up
Vicious
check.
mockery.
High five.
He rolls a 4.
Yeah! Yeah!
He grabs this this fire newt that's asleep and just starts shaking him. Shaking
Does
him.
that
The
give
fire
anybody
newt's-
an attack of opportunity?
The fire newt is no, but the fire
JK,
newt that's
JK, I was
asleep,
kidding.
his head is just lolling about, and the other one just bares his little salamander teeth, drops the body, and then turns to you and just and pulls out his scimitar as if he's given up trying to wake up this one and starts running towards 19, whose turn it is. 19 is
Oh, please, for the love of Pete.
what is this one? I can't tell what this spell is.
Got this.
And then he's got this. All right, I think he's probably going to heft up his longsword at this point and just like buzz it towards the fire newt that he was previously defending the scimitar strikes from. So his longsword has that ruby in it. It gleams in the firelight, and his attack roll is an 18.
Fuck yeah. 18.
Damage
Oh, that's dead.
10, and
Fucking lob his head off. Ooh.
he defends. You
These
see
are the
him like.
real PB feelings.
Yeah, I
These
know,
are
yeah. You see him defend one of these scimitar strikes and then bring the longsword up in an upward strike. It cuts open part of this fire newt. You see like thick, fiery, hot blood strike the wall next to you, Rin. The fire newt.
Yes. Wait, do I get any on me?
If you want some, you can.
Yes, I do. I do.
All
You've
right,
got
roll.
1 HP. Want to rethink that?
You really want some fire
No.
newt blood on you?
Okay, no.
Okay, good. The wall is hit by this fiery blood that looks hot. It steams, and the fire newt grips its wound and looks up at the huge form of 19, and just says, "Nastapa Bisura." It's still alive.
23 HP?
Your boy is. Wait, he's taken 23? He didn't take 23.
Yes. I gave him 9, and then someone gave him 3, and then someone gave him.
I gave
gave him
one
10.
in the back.
No.
I gave him one in the back.
Oh.
If you'd
I
hit
gave him
this
9.
one, maybe. But you didn't. The sleeping one continues to sleep. And then this one is going to attack 19.
Maybe it's 20 HP total. Then.
He doesn't like 19, so you got lucky there, Rin. He is going to strike at 19 twice. That is a critical strike on his death roll. And I shit you not, another. 2 20s. This is going to suck.
He's down. He's down for sure. He is gonna possibly die in an
just
episode
roll.
where he's not here.
This is going to be fucking devastating.
Probably like a
You ever thought about getting a dice cam, Brad?
Are they wait. Doesn't he have like something bad on him? Disadvantage or something?
No, it's the one in the back.
Damn it.
That's why he didn't wake up his friend.
And the fire newt deals 16 damage.
Oh my god.
The fire
Wait.
newt just
he's dead.
No, he's not. He jumps up on the shield as 19 slams it down and just drives his scimitar downwards into a crevice that's in the front of 19's armor, and just you see a burst of the back of 19's armor kind of open up, and some of this wood and clay falls out from behind him.
Oh my god.
He just his eyes immediately again, the amber of his eyes, the glow goes out, and he just
Brad, if you rolled all 6s there, he'd be dead, right?
he needed to take a little more than that.
But
yeah,
isn't
with
it
all
double?
6s? Yeah. He would have probably. It could possibly have killed him outright, but it didn't. Yeah, no, that was.
Would have still knocked him unconscious. He can't.
Yeah, of course.
I don't
The
think. They can do it.
yeah, that's not enough. The huge form of 19 just hits the ground.
No!
The fire newt, which is bleeding from a devastating wound on his front, turns and says, "Nasta Bukana!" and points at you, Rin, with his scimitar. Let's probably stay there, to be honest. Iridir, it's your turn.
Fuck!
If I eat the strawberry, is that a bonus action or a regular
It
action?
is an use object action.
I eat the strawberry.
That's how I'm thinking too, dude. We need all we can have.
Okay.
I swear, if this is like the poisonous bad side, like I just went to the poison, I'm gonna cry.
You eat the
Yeah,
strawberry.
I look at the strawberry and I shrug my shoulders and I say, well, it's been nice knowing you.
Yeah. You bite into this strawberry and your tongue turns red. It's very thick for a second. You feel your tongue swell inside your mouth to like triple the size. For a moment, you think it's just going to fill your entire mouth. After you've bitten into the strawberry, you see it rot and then disappear in your hands. Your tongue then reduces very quickly. It still continues to glow a kind of very bright red, like you've just had a red lollipop. And you have cast tongues on yourself, which is a spell which grants the user the ability to understand any language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear and understand what it says.
Go, please.
Yeah. So in their language, I yell.
Fools! Stop this foolhardy action now! Unless you wish to anger the child of Hasmol even further!
The two that are conscious, their heads snap over towards where you are. Give me a intimidation or a persuasion check, but I would imagine that you're trying to intimidate them.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to intimidate them. Did I have advantage, or otherwise it's a 9?
No, you didn't have advantage, but a 9 is enough.
Let's go!
9 is enough for this. The two of them, their heads snap over towards you, and the one which is closest to Rim, which has just dropped 19, brandishes his scimitar, and his eyes go very wide. They remain milky. He says, "Child of Hasmol, which speaks to us. Apologies." And he drops to one knee and says, "We wondered why the Great One spoke. We tried to investigate. Please, do not kill us."
I will be merciful to you now, but you must grant us a boon. You will walk us through this place, for it is foreign to us, and show us safe passage out.
Their heads.
Dude, I'm so proud of you right now.
Give me a persuasion check. Their heads cock a little confused, though.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we should know the way out, right?
Normal.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh
11.
god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Their heads cock. The one behind says to the one in front,
These are the upper levels. Perhaps they have never been here.
He says back,
No, this makes no sense. Why you do not know the way around, child of Hasmol? Impossible.
We have been granted a boon by Hasmol himself.
And I show the bracelets.
the little newts hold their wrists up with the bucklers on, and they turn the bucklers. Underneath them is the same bracer with a big white diamond in the center. They say,
Yes, we know it. Your pursuit. What is it?
My pursuit
For the love of God, I don't
To save the world, to save the actual world.
is to save the very world and all that you hold dear.
I don't think these guys have any real concept of the world. Let me just. They look at each other.
The world? What is it? What is the world?
It is everything, all that you see. We are Hasmol's champions. And you
They speak at the gate.
have the opportunity to help us.
They say, All right. Give me a final persuasion check.
Oh, come on. Bang the. Yes!
They say,
Yes, of course.
They say, and then the one at the back says,
We will guide you as far as we are permitted. Our sector.
and they hold up their bracer again.
We cannot leave it.
You will show us a safe place for us to catch our breath. Bring us food and drink if you have it as well.
They say,
The safe place. The safe place. This is our safe place. Your safe place has been designated now.
Great, then you can guard us.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
they kind of seem very subservient now, and they walk up towards where you guys are. They pass you, Rin. They put their scimitars in little scabbards on their hips, and they waddle over. They turn their braces around to cover their. They turn their bucklers around to cover their braces.
All we've
again.
heard is like.
Yeah. They very casually walk past you, Rin, as you're probably like, what the?
Yeah.
And they walk
And
up.
so I whisper to them. I said, "They are our new best friends now. You're welcome."
They point the scimitars down the hall back to where you came from, and they say,
Nothing is permitted into the master's chambers.
Make them carry. Make them carry.
We guard it. It is what we do.
I'll try and grab 19.
Oh God. Okay, I will help you.
It doesn't die. Yes, thank you. You will guard us and make sure we stay safe.
an 18 on 19's death save.
Can I heal him? Like
You
try
can
and
try
like
to stabilize them.
stabilize. That's all I meant. Not.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh.
Are we out of combat?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ah, man.
Yeah, you can just kind of just hope that you can work out what's going on with him. He's a bit weird to look at, but I think you can
Yeah.
work out what's wrong.
You see me with like a hammer. Ah, man, this
An
isn't
8,
working.
it doesn't stabilize him. You can't work out on an 8 precisely how you're supposed to sort of fix him and what's causing this, or would end the effect of his slow death.
Can I try, or is that not allowed?
Yeah,
Okay, I will try.
you each get
Also.
1. Nice.
I'm gonna try to help her, even though I know she already passed.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you do. And you head over and you see all these pieces and broken parts inside of the area where 19 was stabbed by this scimitar. Pushing and bending and pulling some of it back, you notice that the broken wooden parts slot back into an area in his innards somewhere, and a piece of clay that had previously fallen or out of shape you can push back around to this wooden thing, and then you see this strange glow of energy begin to surge and push around the wooden clay, and then it sinks into it, seeps into it, as if a connection has been re-established between the life force of the magic that keeps him alive and the actual constructed parts of his living construct body. You seem to have stopped him from bleeding his life force out in some way.
You guys did it.
It was really all Rin. But
How can you speak to them? Why do you do that soon?
As soon as I bit into the strawberry, I was able to.
You ate the strawberry?
I couldn't think of anything else to do.
Did it taste good?
It tasted a little like chalk, but well, it was. I was able to understand them, and I could speak in their tongue.
Nice.
What did they say?
Well, there was a misunderstanding. They are part of this place, and they are under control by Hasmol as well. They were trying to investigate what was going on, and we attacked them.
Okay, I think we need to go back to that room and relax for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they said that they would guard us here. This is the place that they are in charge of, so they were able to guard here.
Okay. I just like find a wall, like, and I just sit by 19 and make sure he like slowly is getting better and just sort of try and get comfortable.
You're catching up in this room. For the record, they pointed back into the Hasmol's chamber room.
Oh, he did. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought they were talking about here. Yeah. So then I would have said yes. Let's go back then. Yes.
All right, cool. So can we just drag 19, or can I pick him up?
Yeah, I would help.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll all get 19 back in.
Yeah, okay. Assuming that you both pick him up, carry him out, you guys head back into that other room. The little fire newts, as you walk past, each of you kind of bow their heads and they hold up the hand with the buckler on it, which has the concealed bracer as you walk past.
I waggle my eyebrows as we walk past, and I shake my bracer and raise my chin up and do the Vince McMahon walk.
And I'm right behind Eero, and like as I'm walking, I'm like, Eero, ask if they have any more keys.
Oh my God.
When we were exploring this place, as you said, the upper chambers here are new to us. We were gifted some keys. Have you ever seen any similar keys?
Keys. What is this word, keys? It's foods. It's foods, yes? Foods. We do not eat foods.
And they turn their thing out.
It stops us from eating foods. Keeps us alive.
Of course. Well, thank you.
And I just keep my Vince McMahon walk going back to the previous chamber.
They watch you go. The one which is like devastatingly wounded, kind of bows as you go past, and as soon as each of you passes, it kind of like leans against the wall. The other one, which you've predominantly been speaking to, turns to him and says,
Are you okay?
He says,
No, I think I'm dying.
He says,
You have a job to do.
and he walks over and he hits him, and he says,
We guard the chamber. That's what we do. You stay still long enough, you get better.
he says,
Yes, you're right. I must be strong.
and he stands up straight, and they begin to guard the entranceway to this chamber that you head into. The one which is asleep just remains asleep. You guys are back in this room then. Yeah, I mean, I'll grab each of your tokens because I can see them easy. Drag them in if you want.
Yeah.
Kind of doesn't matter where you are. To be honest, this is your safe space.
Cool.
In here, the little creatures stand guard at the door, and there is no other way for things to come in unless some crazy bullshit happens. But for the record, a little meta, you're probably gonna be fine. The four of you drag in the body of the unconscious body of 19 and presumably place him somewhere, rest him against a wall, and no matter what, he is beginning a short rest anyway. What do the rest of you want to do?
I'm gonna go get some shut eye, and I run over to the the chest that was, you said that I pulled the strawberry out of, that was a little cooler because I could fit in it probably. Can I lay in there?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Drift is such a weirdo.
It was cool. Whatever. Yeah, I just want to lay in there.
These chambers probably would be nicer to sleep in because they're a little cooler than the bigger room.
Can we all just go
I'll
into the
probably
chamber?
follow after Drift, I guess. I'm not gonna get in the chest though.
All right. Yeah, I'll just drag you guys in. So we'll say you like rest 19 up
I'm
against
5
the wall
foot.
here.
This is my perfect opportunity.
and then you crawl inside that box.
I'm not gonna close it.
Okay, so you guys just entering into a rest. You're not setting up a watch or anything. You're just gonna trust in the newts and have a little sleep, or do you want to do?
I definitely am. Yeah, for sure.
Resting
I'm just
or watching?
I'm just gonna lean up against the wall, and I'm gonna give 19 like one more like check over, just to. I don't know anything about him. I mean, I don't know shit about him, but I'm just gonna see if there's any fluid leaking or.
All right, you can give me a medicine check or an investigation check or an arcana check, depending on which you roll. Depends on kind of how you're investigating him and looking at him, looking him over.
I guess I'll do a medicine check, try to see if I notice how. I guess what parts are keeping him alive. 23.
Ooh, what the hell?
Oh yeah.
So
fix him up, Eero.
Do that to me.
It's practically impossible, even on a natural 20, to sort of honestly, truly understand what is keeping him alive, because even the greatest scholars in the entire country of Thelmecia don't understand how these things were built. They really are a complete mystery. They just came out of nowhere and saved the day. Perfect timing, saved the war. That is the famous story. They're like angels that came from nowhere, then saved the day. They've been investigated. People have spoken about it a lot. What makes them tick? How are they alive? Stuff like that. But as far as you've been able to tell, this is the closest you've probably ever been to one. It's absolutely the first time you've ever like inspected one and been able to look into a wound and see what's happening here. You're a relatively decent magical user, so you have a vague idea of how the basics of magic work, and that will help inform your decision. You're looking at him, and some of this is just wishy-washy magic bullshit. Is the best that you would probably pull out of it, and that would be your expert opinion right now, without genuine information of how these things were built. There is something going on that allows him to be alive. He has an arcane force in him that keeps him alive. If his bits are broken badly enough, if his physical form is broken badly enough, it can fuck with that magical flow. It can allow for that magic to seep from his body. It can cause parts of his body, like if he loses that magical life force, that energy in his leg, for example, that leg would wither and die like a human's might without any blood. In general, the bits of him that need to be intact, as long as most of him is intact, that magical life force flows through him in the same way as kind of blood does for a human. And the specifics of how it works, you don't know. In terms of the actual magic, it doesn't even look. You fucking, this is just crazy. Even the magic that you understand, you somewhat understand. You know how you're drawing it forth and you know where you're drawing it from. It's kind of up to you. But with him, it's something else. This is crazy magic. And but it seems to be to you that as long as he's generally intact, that life force within him is stable. And when you look into him every now and then, you'll see a spark of that kind of white greenish energy that lifts from him, or you'll see a flow of it as it runs like a vein over like a piece of wood or a section of clay or metal. He is alive in there. There is something going on. So from your expert opinion, looking at him, the most information that I feel like I can justify giving you is that as long as he's generally intact, he's generally alive. Really not too different if you one for one it with a human being.
Right. I say,
Well, I don't really know exactly how 19 works here, but it seems like whatever you did, Rin, I think you'll be all right for now.
That's good. I'm ready for a rest.
I think I am as well. I'm rather spent.
Would you like some tea?
Tea? You have
Yes.
Tea?
Yes, I do.
Wait, you have tea?
I do.
I like pop my head out of the box.
Would you like some tea?
Yes, I think so.
What flavor?
I think you should try it. Let me know if you like it, and then I'll tell you everything about it.
Why are you smiling right now?
Because I really do think that you will like it specifically.
Why is this sort of creepy? You're being a little creepy right now.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I didn't mean offensively. Okay, yeah, I'll try the tea.
Creepy, not offensively.
Don't.
Well, you don't have to have the tea. if you
No,
don't want
the
to.
tea sounds great. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'll try some tea. Sure.
Okay.
Where,
I wait for
where-
Drift to drink it first. I'm just staring at him.
Oh yeah. Okay. So she pulls out kind of a little kettle and whatnot out of her bag, and she
Yeah, I'm watching everything as she's doing this.
Yep. She does it, and then she pours it into 3 separate cups here that she's got, and she will take the first sip, and then just wait for you guys to take the tea.
I climb out of the chest. Thanks.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Hero. Cheers.
Wonderful.
3,
Cheers.
2,
Yep.
1.
One.
1.
Your muscles relax a little bit. You kind of feel pretty good. Nice and calm.
Hero,
Yes.
are you gonna do this with me?
Of course I am.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1. I tried the tea.
I'm staring intently.
I don't know. This is so scary. I'm actually freaking out. What's happening? What happens to me?
Well, so I don't know exactly. It depends.
What do you mean?
If she's put the epic level poison that I've put in the tea. No, I think you guys should make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, son of
I haven't drank shit yet.
Yeah, he didn't drink it. I was trying to
I'm
get
waiting
into it,
to
but
see what happens to Drift.
I mean, that's fine.
dude, being young sucks. Just do everything. Oh my god.
That's a 4.
This is fucking great. This tea is awesome.
That's from.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just fucking dope tea, dude. This is the best tea ever.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me? This is amazing. How'd you make this?
I know. It's very common where I'm from. We're very proud of
sniff
it.
What do you call this, Rin?
Well,
Smells
it's the Daroon tea.
Darude?
Daroon. The Daroon
like it.
monks specialize in it.
Daroon Monk specialty tea.
Yeah.
I'm like investigating it. Like I look like I'm sipping it, but I'm trying to smell it and investigate.
It smells like mushrooms a little bit. Like
Give me
it's-
give me a nature check or a perception check. In fact, give me a perception check.
20.
Give me a nature check.
Hashtag easy going DM. That's a 5 on the nature check. God
All
damn
right.
it, Brad.
You can smell that this is made with something very strange. It's definitely made with like a rare ingredient or something, like a rare tea, something like that. It smells good. It smells nice. It smells like tea. The ingredient you don't know. It's just like if you were to be given a chai tea and you didn't know what a chai tea smelled like, you're just used to smelling Earl Grey, you know? It's like this slightly exotic smell, I guess, slightly strange.
I love it. It's delicious.
But it smells fine. Like, it doesn't smell like poison. It definitely doesn't smell like anything that's like poisonous to you.
I'm
And
not
Hero,
gonna
give it a
force
try.
this, Hero.
and also, Drift is fine. He just drinks it and it just tastes good.
Right.
I'm also drinking it. Just
Yep.
to, like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I don't know if I'm gonna roll to see if I trust you.
All right.
All right.
All right, I drink it.
Yeah.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, just because I like how scared it made John.
That's a 5 as well.
Same. That's delicious.
So 5 out of 4. It's just fucking. It's so fucking nice. It's unreal, and I think you need to add to your flaws on your character sheets that you are now addicted to Rin's Dorun tea. You're addicted to this tea.
It's called Darune's Strength, so you can put that down.
Write that down for him in their thing.
I'm just gonna call it Darude, if that's cool.
You feel very calm though. It's very nice. Seriously, it's nice. It's good tea. It tastes genuinely really nice, and it chills you the fuck out. You feel pretty fucking good. You know, after that stressful encounter, you guys sit around, have a nice cup of tea, and
I will definitely need more of this.
It's just so fucking good that you're addicted to it. Because 5 out of 4 is so bad that you have to be now.
That is so good. That is just so good. I'm gonna go to sleep, but I want you to know.
Very delicious.
Isn't it
Thank
good?
you.
Thank
That
you.
is amazing. What's the
Thank you.
recipe? We have a
Well,
recipe? Can I get a
it is-
recipe?
It is secret, but
Secret recipe,
maybe-
really?
yes. Well,
How much?
Well, no, it's not for sale, but
Really? Huh.
yes.
Okay.
But if you
Well-
travel with me long enough, perhaps I will teach you.
Oh my, I'm traveling with you forever now. That's great.
Oh,
Thank you.
well, you're welcome.
No, I'm being serious right now. Thank you so much.
As
That was-
am I.
That changed my life.
Well, oh,
I'm gonna go to sleep now, but
okay.
can I have some
good
tea when I
night.
wake up?
Yeah, absolutely. You
Thank
can
you
have
so
it.
much.
You're welcome.
God, it's so good.
Damn good tea.
Back into my box.
All right, you getting in the box again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pop out. Can you deliver some tea to the box like when you wake up, possibly?
How about I just brew a fresh cup when we wake up?
Sounds awesome. You sleep
Okay.
good.
All
That's
right,
a
you too.
wonderful idea.
All right.
Hero, you like the tea?
Yes, very good.
All right. So, you guys just taking a long rest here? Short rest, long rest?
I'm
Yeah.
passing the fuck out.
Long.
rest. The longest rest.
Okay. You guys legit sleeping? A long rest, you technically don't need to sleep, although I'd suggest that on the long rest you do sleep because that's
I would
8
love to
hours.
sleep with my
Yes.
stuff under me.
Short
like, as
rest
a
and long
pillow.
rest. Technically, you just need to not be doing anything like crazy. On a long rest, if you like don't sleep for a night and then you stay awake, you'll start to suffer like exhaustion effects and things. As it stands, you've been awake all day. It's not really even that late actually when I think about it.
But we've gone through so much,
But
dude.
since it is nighttime, this would be a decent time to go to sleep. It's probably something like 11, as long as time hasn't gone wishy-washy outside of these walls. So you guys are
So
probably pretty tired.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of take out my loot and I'm just gonna kind of do like a really relaxing kind of song as I finish up my tea, and I say, "Does anyone want to hear a story?"
Pop my head up. Yeah. Yeah,
you tried
sure.
my tea. I'll hear your story.
Yes. So I start to play just kind of like really relaxing kind of music. I am using my Song of Rest, which during a short rest, I know we're taking a long rest, but I don't know how long this is going to last. I'm doing a Song of Rest. If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your perform, I'll spam this in the chat too. Sorry.
Okay.
If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points by spending hit dice at the end of your short rest, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
Nice. Okay, so you guys are taking a long rest, which is a minimum of 8 hours, and I guess you each just fall asleep after you have a nice cup of tea. You guys have listened to Iridir's song as he tells a story, and plays a little music with it, and it's relatively relaxing. This room's still very hot, but it's the coolest you'll do. It's not going to kill you to sleep here necessarily, and generally safe in the knowledge that the fire newts are guarding the passage from anything horrific trying to come through. You guys go to sleep. after 1 hour, Drift,
Oh,
you are no longer on fire in the box. The mask, while you're asleep, just shatters. It's not even a thing that feels like anything. It just
What a waste.
and
What a waste of such a cool item.
the sparkles.
probably my
So
favorite.
sorry.
The sparkles float away on whatever non breeze is down here.
I honestly don't even feel this or see this. I'm gonna realize it when I wake up.
Yeah, no, you're just completely asleep. And then about 5 minutes later, the lid of the box closes. And that's where we're going to end today's session. Thank you for playing, players.
100% knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, these
100%.
boxes reset
No!
like, every hour, dude. Come on. Yeah. Sorry, did you have any keys left?
No, Brad!
No? All right. Well, that sucks. Well, at least 19's alive.
What the f-
That brings this session to a close. I mean, you're insane.
Why would you get into the box, you dumbass?
Why would a box reset?
Because it's Brad.
Why would it reset? It's cool. It was cooler. It is such a cute thing for my cute little character.
It was
We're
lovely.
sleeping
It
on
was
top of it. Don't get inside.
adorable when you were sleeping in it. I
The
agree. You
picture
were
that I in my
curled up-
mind, it was just so cute.
Held up like a little cat. It's really cute. You're in a fucking terrifying dungeon created by an ancient race. Okay, that's all I got to say to you.
Hasmo's got my back. I'm Hasmo's son, dude. Okay.
Oh God,
All right.
this will go well. This
Well.
is gonna be great.
That brings us to the end of today's session. Thanks for playing, players. Next week, hopefully Tiger will return, and we get to tell him all of the tales of.
Can he be in the box?
The
Because he wasn't
horrors.
here.
No, he's sleeping soundly and stable at the wall, regaining hit points. You guys survived the combat. You know, you made it.
Yeah.
And this is horrific. Thanks for thanks for playing.
We're so screwed. I'm
Thanks
so
for
screwed.
watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. It was a strange one for sure, but you guys once again have managed to like complete a combat without murdering anything.
Talking
I
our
know
way
that-
out.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting the way this has gone with 2 combats. You do get XP. We've switched back. I don't normally run XP, but we've switched back to XP. Each of you gets 40 experience points for completing the combat somewhat and the session. I won't always be doing like XP and stuff on the stream, just for like people who are like hardcore D&D kids who really want to track the XP and things. A lot of the time I don't do it at the end of the session, especially at the higher levels when there's a lot more math involved, and or if there's multiple combats with different things that have different challenge ratings. It takes me a little longer, and I think it's just boring to sit here doing that. So I'll probably do them off stream, but if you're interested and want to ask or keep track of that kind of stuff, then you can message us on the Discord, message me or Whack, since we're Tablestory kids, and don't bother John because he's too busy.
I already feel dumb. Don't message me about how
too
dumb
busy.
that was. I'm thinking back in my head. I'm like, I set him up. I just set him, but I didn't.
You didn't even set
It's
me up.
okay.
That's just
You
what
didn't know.
happened. Like, they were going to reset
felt
in an
safe.
hour anyway, for the record. Like, that is not me just doing that for the meme.
I just don't understand why it resets.
Why
it's
were they
magical. It's got a
not?
magical item in it.
So maybe I'm gonna get another magical item that's gonna break me out.
Well, maybe. Yeah,
I have
maybe.
confidence in your confidence, John.
Maybe. That's
I'll
fine.
get out, guys. I'm gonna be fine. I'll see you guys next week. Drift ain't going nowhere.
John will be here next week. I have prepared the backup character for just such an occasion.
No way.
If you want to,
Asmal would never let this happen.
so in terms of if you want to track like really hardcore little minutia, then we'll probably be doing that off stream a lot of the time. But you can message us, and generally we respond in the Darkfire Discords. There's a lot of people in there and stuff. Other than that, I guess we'll do a quick round of shout outs. And let's start
Tiger's
with
here.
Tiger's here.
Hey,
It's too late,
Tiger.
Tiger.
I at least I did not light Tiger on fire. That's all I
Tiger,
did.
you're alive, buddy. You made
But-
it.
We're gonna
But
have
you're
to.
trapped in a box.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. I'll fill you in unless you. No, you can just watch it, Tiger. The let's do some shout outs and then we'll bounce. Let's start with Drift in a Box.
I'm a drift in a box, yeah.
Drift in a box.
1, I'm gonna get the fuck out. 2, you're gonna watch me get out next week, cause I'm a drift in a box, yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm John Sandman. That single will be on iTunes next week, just in case I do die in there. I need to make a little money. But seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. I have a Twitch channel, John Sandman, Twitter, John Sandman TV. Say hello and all that good stuff. Love you guys. I really appreciate you coming out every week, because I feel like these episodes are just, now I'm more comfortable, so it's just getting way more fun for me personally.
Nice.
And I hope Brad saves me.
PB, where can people find you and stuff?
Yes, you guys can find me at twitch.tv/pumpkinberry. I can also be found on Twitter, Instagram, all the fun stuff. And I also do a podcast called The Deep Dive, and I would love it if you checked it out. You can find more information on deepdivecast.com. Thank you.
Nice. Check it out, everyone. And then last but not least, Mr. Wacko Stevo.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching, chat, and thanks for hanging out with us. That was fun, and I will try to bard as hard as possible whenever possible. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and I'm very curious to find out if I successfully deceived someone in a position of power to gain proficiency or expertise.
Ooh!
I'm curious, but maybe we'll find that out next week.
What, today?
Thanks. Yeah, from today.
We'll
see. We'll see. But thanks everybody for watching. If you guys like what we do here at Tablestory, we do a lot of it. We've got a ton of shows that are running right now. On Thursday, we've got Ragtags that Jay runs, which is another
It's so good.
It's super funny and silly. And Fridays, we've got Identity Crisis with me and PB on that show. I run that show. It's superheroes. And
awesome.
Saturday, we've got Warped, which is like sci-fi space opera. And Monday, next Monday, we have the finale for the Nameless Ones. Dark fantasy, demons and shit.
Wow.
Hot damn. Well. Please do follow all these wonderful people and check out some of these other shows. We're gonna be setting up a bunch of new shows for the final section of the year at some point, so you'll be able to jump in fresh and ready if you're following the channel and all that good stuff, and on Discord, and we have a Twitter, and that's pretty much where you want to be for announcements. Discord is the best one for announcements. It's so hard to keep up with because there's 3 of us running it, and we just all tweet our own things from our own accounts, and then we're like, oh, we should tell the people on Discord, and then that's where you need to go. So I can't push the Discord enough. Thanks for watching. I'm going now. We're done here.
Whack out.
Peace out.
You gotta do the whack out.
Yeah, do the whack out. Just freeze for a moment. And one last thing I forgot to tell you.
Oh, you.
What?
No, I think he just cut the stream.
Did he go to break?
Yeah, I went to break. Y'all got suckered in. Y'all got suckered in, suckers.